what do you prefer drafting nowadays? Because obviously draft has a metagame, right? It sort of
It does.
shifts. What?
It does, and it's been kind of annoying because uh, the first few drafts I did blue black ninjas every single time, but now other
Right.
people are doing that.
Right.
So now the snow decks are more available, but
Interesting.
I'm really bad at drafting the snow decks.
Um, I remember like the first time it was around, the very first time, like before the MC, which I think you played, right? You played that.
Yeah,
I remember the first time you could actually draft the snow deck fairly often, and now I think it's really, really hit or miss.
it
Sometimes you'll
is.
have like a ballistically good snow deck, and sometimes you'll just have like six snow lands, but nothing good to do with them, right?
Yeah, the biggest problem is that uh, I hate drafting the snow decks because they have the most variance out of all the other decks.
Right, right. Because
There's like the draft portion, the
yeah,
gameplay portion as well.
sure. One of the problems with the snow deck is I think you have to pick so many lands and also astrolabes, but then you also need some good payoffs that I think a lot of the time, if you only get like two-thirds of those things, you just end up with like not a very good deck.
Yeah,
So that's been my experience. I tried drafting it earlier today with Dead of Winter as my first pick, and my deck was really bad besides Dead of Winter, so I went 0-2. um,
yeah.
but then after that, I did a redemption draft, and I had a blue green splash white deck where I had four Mother Bears, a Eula, and two Ephemerates, and I just basically killed all my opponent's creatures with the Eula triggers. Um, anyway, speaking of that, let's get to the draft. Can you see my
Oh
screen?
boy, you really got a crack there.
Am I allowed to check how many tickets that is?
It's happened.
Wow. All right. So I actually have a rule where I take almost anything that's above 5 tickets in this format.
Yep, same.
Also, this pack, I think the actual best card, if you were like a PT, you would take Spring Bloom Druid.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I would take a Spring Druid, but I would be pretty unhappy about it just because, like I said, I'm really bad at drafting the snow deck.
You can just be a different green deck without uh, snow, to be quite fair.
I actually think that card is really bad in decks. Like, I think it's okay in red green because you really get on turn 4. But, like,
Oh, so you don't like Druid in general?
no, I think it's very good in the snow deck,
Oh.
medium in the red green deck, and then, like, pretty bad in all the other decks.
Your sound's a little bit muddy. Huh. Do you have a headphone on?
I don't.
No. Well, maybe I'll make it quieter, but I think is it like a laptop mic or something?
It's just my laptop mic.
That's probably it, but that's okay. We'll just deal with it, I guess. I want to take the file here.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. All right. This pack is also not great. How do you feel about
Uh,
drafting this deck?
oh yeah, I was definitely gonna say the sliver. I think it has the highest upside.
Okay. Interesting. I don't draft this deck very often, but I think this is like a good reason to do it.
Yeah.
Settle beyond reality, I suppose. Now,
Yep.
huh. We're gonna need. Well, I have a vague idea of what this deck needs. It needs like Lancer Sliver is pretty important, huh?
Yes. Winter Sliver into man. People just really don't like that card.
I love Future Sight, but I'm not sure we're at all set up to take it now.
Yeah, it feels pretty bad to abandon so many picks.
I guess I should Imposter now. Like,
Yeah. That being said, I've had a ton of tension knowing when to take Future Sight, just because it's not very good in ninjas, and it's also not good in the draw decks either. So I've only liked it in like the snow decks,
Right.
but it's not even that much better than like. Actually, it's just not better than most of your snow payoffs.
Okay. I'll take imposter then.
Yeah.
Um, I don't really think snow is that open. I mean, like we're seeing snowlands, but kind of feel like the important cards are like rhyme tenders and other things like that. But
Yeah. You. I think there was a run tender in fourth that you could have taken,
okay,
but it wasn't worth it.
should I take stirring address or goat nap here? Do you think, or neither?
So I would take the stirring address just because um, I don't like to have too many sub themes in the decks that I play.
Right.
And goat nap is fine, but you really need the
The dragon heart.
Garden
Dragon
Dragon
heart.
Heart,
Yeah.
and then it just like is anti synergy with the slivers that you
All
want.
right. Well, we can take cohort here and be relatively happy, I guess.
Yeah, I'd be pretty happy with that deck.
So we're looking for like lancer sliver, cleaving sliver, um, more of these. What else is important in this deck? I guess shelter is like okay, but I should probably take cleaving sliver.
Yeah.
Is there a maximum number of cleaving slivers you'd play?
Uh,
Probably 4.
I would say 3, just because it makes it really awkward on your curve.
That makes sense actually.
The one time that I've 3-0'd with red white slivers, I had 2 of the rare, so it was it. I had 2 of the rares and I had 16 slivers. Like
16 slivers. That's a lot of
yeah,
slivers. All right. Well, that's a good sign for us, I think.
it's not even really a sign, just because everyone's very very averse to playing the white cards.
Right, but I guess we'll take
Yeah,
this now.
like you definitely needed a shelter for the death, and you got it. So now it's just filling out the curve. I think you have basically all the key cards outside of Lancer Sliver.
Yeah, Lancer Sliver is really, really important. Otherwise, your Cleaving Sliver is not even that good because what will happen is if you attack with your creatures, they'll just all trade off. Like,
Well, you have a flying one, so clearing Sliver is still pretty
sure.
important.
Oh, sure. This is like if you curve this
Like
into
you
this.
can turn 5 them.
Is this card even that good? Like, it's. I guess it's
It's
good with.
not,
I guess it's
but
good with Cloud Shredder, but it
it
also.
interacts with your red white slivers really well, because you can outlast them during Sliver. You can ping them with I forget the name of the 2-drop.
Should I take Hellraiser? I guess. I mean, it's not really that exciting either way.
Actually, it's the axe.
Yes to Hellraiser.
Well, I said the axe.
Oh, sure. I could buy that. Finally got in. Guess I'll take another. I'll take Cyclops here, just in case.
I actually like second shelter.
Okay.
Because in removal heavy matchup, you really just want to not have your key sliver die.
Right.
Like I would never start the second shelter, but having the one out, like coming out of the bench, is pretty big.
Actually, I might. I think I will take the first Lancer Sliver over the second Cleaving Sliver. How do you feel about
Yeah.
that? Also, better on your curve because I think you do want to just curve every game if possible.
Yes.
Well, I could take Valiant Changeling. That's probably the best Sliver in this pack.
So you have 2 imposters, so yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah.
And I feel you're able to table the Enduring Sliver.
Yeah, that was my other thought. Well, there's a cohort and a Lancer Sliver.
The white decks tend to have a lot of 4-drops.
I think
So
almost. Sorry,
I really like the Lancer Sliver.
almost every deck in this format has a lot of 4-drops. Is what I've actually noticed.
Yeah, the 4s are all really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now you can take the Cleaving Sliver.
And I think this is a normal way to build this deck. Your red is actually smaller than your white most often.
It depends on when you start committing on it. We committed on the fourth pick.
Right.
Uh,
Hmm.
I want to say how I usually end up is I first pick like a Pyrophobia or an Urza's Rage, and then I just end up taking a bunch of white cards. But yeah, I would take the same pull here.
Yo, what's up, DC Sports 8? Oh, do you have the chat open, Tien?
Uh,
You might want to pull that up. Do you have two monitors or whatever?
I do not have two
Oh,
monitors.
right, you have a laptop, so it might be hard. Uh, I will. This pack is kind of bad. How do you feel about Universal Automaton?
I don't hate it in our deck.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that, even though obviously this card is not a very powerful card, but
Uh, when we have a critical massive slivers, that card's value definitely goes up a
right.
lot. We're definitely looking for a hollow head sliver.
I guess I'll take it. This card's actually only okay, I think.
Yeah, I have it as pretty bad, but it can close out games.
I think I'm gonna play it still, obviously. Um, this card's also pretty bad, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't think it's great. I'm
I might
I
play
don't
it.
think I would go with it. I'm higher than most people.
I'll play like one copy, so I'll put it here for now. But I don't
Yeah,
think we need a third shelter. Well, I guess I'll do that.
yeah.
So we
This
sort
is
of,
part of the reason why I always try to prioritize non-four drops. Is
yeah.
because
It's
like even if it's critical for your deck, you can. Oh wait, I like first lava dart
oh yeah,
over lava drops.
yeah. Just clearing out their whatever's is good. Oh, probably should just take this and put in our deck. Probably
Yeah, it gives you the turn two 3/3 double strike sliver.
right. Um, I'm not gonna put Goblet Champion in my deck, right? Just so.
No.
All right. Gilded Light it is for I don't know what. Maybe oh, you can actually Gilded Light of Wing Shards. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
ever done that.
Uh, I've never cast that card.
Sure. Probably not playing this one, but I did trophy with a 4x Goblin Champion deck DC Sports. My deck also had Reckless Charge and double Orchid Hellraiser.
Oh joy.
It was a black red deck, but it was mostly red. This pack is not great for us. The actual best card in the pack by a lot, I think, is Swing Gang Lieutenant, but that's not for us.
I actually think it's Conifer Worm.
um,
Like I would
sure.
I would personally take Sling Yang, and it's much more my playstyle. But I will concede that Conifer Worm is actually just broken.
Should I take Answered Prayers or Imposter of the Sixth Bride?
I would take Answered Prayers just because you're almost a lock to table
Yeah.
imposter. People just don't like these decks at all.
So another thing is, I think pack one, pick one. I'd rather take Sling Gang Lieutenant instead of Conifer Worm, but that's a different story as well.
Yeah, it's really interesting because their ceilings are both extremely high. And the floor for Sling Yang is higher than the floor for Conifer Worm.
Wow.
But I feel that the ceiling for Conifer Worm is like it's pretty outrageous.
I mean, I saw a game where a Conifer Worm, if had been drawn, would have been like a 33-36 attack, 33-34 attacking or something like that. This pack is not great. I guess I take Sinkhole.
Yeah.
I'm not even convinced I'm going to start the second Sinkhole, to be fair. Oh, what the heck? This is not good. None of these cards do anything in my deck.
Yeah. We definitely want the Pain Sliver and a Hollow Head Sliver. But sometimes the decks just don't go our way. I would take Goblin War Party for attrition backups.
Yeah. I'm not going to start it, I think. All right, well, that's... Wow, we could have had two Future Sights? Good grief.
I feel that's just bad deck building to give some future sights.
Well, I mean, it depends on your deck, but if your deck is really, really good at ramping out Future Sight, you do want to, but if it's not, then you probably don't. Like, if you have like 3 Springbloom Druids, how many Future Sights would you play?
I would play one.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I want to, like, if I'm capitalizing on the mana by playing like card advantage cards, I give my opponent the chance to come back in the game. Whereas if I'm playing turn 3 Spring Moon Druid and I'm not playing a 5-drop the turn after that, like a 5-drop creature to put on some kind of pressure, I don't think I'm playing Spring Moon Druid correctly.
That's fair. Anyways, the second Changeling is pretty nice. Is this worth anything?
So the problem is that there's no redemption.
Oh.
So I don't think it's worth anything.
I think you're right, but that's IRL. That would be so exciting to open because it's like.
Well, IRL no one would pass it to you because IRL it's $50.
Really?
Online it's $3.
Okay.
So I think it's Settle.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Settle. Settle's good with Cohort, and it's good at re-triggering your answered prayers. All right. Is this our second Settle? Yeah, I don't.
It is.
I'm gonna cut the second Sinkhole then for sure.
Yeah,
and I might cut Lava Dart, but it will depends on what
Yeah,
else
you
we
should
get.
definitely cut Lava Dart. I don't like throwing it.
Yeah.
But bringing it out of the board is pretty key.
Yep. We do have. This is why we moved in. We got past this card, DC Sports. I don't really like forcing this deck.
Yeah, but I feel because if you open it online, I almost always force it because people are so adverse to this deck.
This is actually very good versus attrition-y decks.
Slam that.
You slam it?
Yeah, for the board. I wouldn't play it in the main.
Okay. Yeah, it's that or a second reprobation, but I don't think I really want the second reprobation. Here I'm happy to take Cohort, though this is really, really, really late for this card. For those of you who don't know, Scale Up is actually like insanely good. It's good. Yeah. It's good on just both modes.
They table a lot online, and I think the problem is that people. I actually think the green decks are always really open, but the snow decks are always not. And this is like kind of weird that there's 2 solid snow cards left in the pack.
Should I take Claws?
But I feel the snow decks will be drafted.
Should I take Claws or a second first Silver's Chosen?
Because all your creatures currently are slivers in your deck, I'd actually take the Nature's Chant.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't think I actually need Claws. I have 2 Stirring Addresses as well. And it's kind of... I think Stirring Address is actually better. Alright, well, cool.
Yeah, the Imposter's table. I'm like really big on getting sideboard cards because...
Sure.
Having the ability to just play against like 3 snow decks in a row, or like 3 aggro decks in a row with online play is... It's like pretty important to have stuff come out of the bench.
Igneous Elemental or Shelter?
We already have 2 shelters, right?
Yeah. And this is going to be really hard to cast, though, but it might be worth it in a post-board game versus like another creature deck.
Yeah, I don't think this pick matters too much. Just because we already have a bunch of ways to like break serve and creature matchups. Yes, I actually like that.
Yeah, there's times where you want to play this. I guess I'll take a second one over bullshit Talisman. Alright, this is actually kind of interesting. Maybe. I'll put in the maybe, but... Ooh. 5 cents or whatever.
I want to say that it's 0.001.
Oh, sure. I forgot. The Magic Online effect for crap rare is actually worthless. Alright, so we need to cut some cards. We do have too many 4s, but...
Yes. We got unfortunate that there were no Hollowhead Slivers in the packs. Or someone picked it up early for the blue-red deck.
Sure.
I don't like Ephemerate in the deck.
Alright, so the only reason I thought about it was it's good with Cleaving Sliver. It's good at protecting Cleaving Sliver, and it's good with a regular Cohort.
Yeah.
Do I actually need this Sinkhole with 2 Settles and Reprobation, or can I cut Reprobation?
I'm okay cutting Reprobation.
Yeah, alright. And DC Sports agrees, and Moto wants me to do that, and I'm going to decline and go 10-7 instead.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm not sure what their algorithm is, but I found I disagree with it a lot.
If I think it's just like a proportion.
Oh, proportion of mana symbols.
Yeah, but the thing that's funny is that if you play a 4-color deck, it just explodes.
Oh, it just doesn't do it right whatsoever.
Yeah, they're just like, we have no idea what you're doing. It'll give you your primary color, but then it'll just mess up on the other three.
Okay, weird. I did not know that. That's a funny fact. I know. During Triple Shadowmoor, it really exploded all the time. I don't know if you were playing back then.
I wasn't playing on Moto.
Is this a keep?
I think it's a keep just because we have Stirring Address, but if we didn't have Stirring Address and we had like some other card, I would mulligan it.
Interesting. Yeah. Alright. Probably gonna draw Automaton on turn 2 and be really sad. Okay, well that can't block.
Yeah. I mean, Gold are pretty insane in the creature mirrors.
That's true. Although, I'm not a fan of drawing 2 lands in a row.
You only drew 1 land in a row. Or you only drew a land.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was this person in our draft? I have no idea, but our hand looks really good now.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you. The thing is, I have like, what, 5 2-drops? That's not a lock to have on your opener.
It's not.
Block.
God, that card's just smoke right now. We're in such good shape.
Alright. I'm just going to attack and play a cohort.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if they couldn't get through that turn, it's not that likely they would be able to get through next turn.
Yes.
It's especially versus 2 2/2 strikers.
Oh my gosh. This is so great.
Ephemerate is going to be probably pretty good versus black-red. Because it's just a 1 mana, like, you know.
Well, Lava Dart is also going to be pretty good.
Well, I guess for the feeder, for sure, but I guess black-red is likely to...
They would have that War Party and stuff like that.
Sure. Oh, okay. I mean, I can still attack because I have Stirring Address, which is sweet. Although, I guess I should, right? Like...
Well, I think you should only attack with the Changelings and not the Lancer Sliver.
Okay.
You're okay.
Yeah, I agree.
You're okay, like, essentially trading a Changeling for their Carrion Feeder.
Okay, this also makes sense for them to do, actually.
I don't agree. Because I guess if they're never getting past Lancer Sliver, they just have to go all in. But having a creature that can't attack and can't block just can't be good for them.
Fair enough. Alright. So now I hope to draw...
It doesn't matter. You have the stones in your hand already. Like,
Alright.
A Cleaving Silver will be a KO. But it's not even necessary. I lied. Boy, that's a big boy.
Alright. The problem is I don't have a very good attack game more this turn. I guess it's not really a problem. I can just play Lancer Silver, say go, and then hope they don't play another creature that can block well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep these in my hand because of Mind Rake. Like, hypothetically, I could get Mind Raked, and if I played a land out...
You have no reason to play your lands anyway, because
Right.
your curve's up at 6.
Right. So, we need Cleaving Sliver or something else. I'm not sure. Almost anything would be good, just not lands.
I feel we're really far ahead.
I mean, I guess they can't attack us unless they want to sacrifice material to deal us 4 points at a time, right?
Yeah. And now that you have redundant hyper slivers, don't have to break this board open.
Right. That's wild, DC Sports. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Turn 2 overloaded Mind Rake, discard 2 for Spheric Gargantua. I've actually seen it overloaded, but only late in the game where the person wanted to double spell and it was their last card in hand, and they only had 2 mana. Alright, there's an Ichor, Fountain of Ichor in their deck.
I think that card's fine. It's just weird that it's in their red black deck.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think it's weird it's in their black red deck. Should I just attack this turn?
They have 3 cards in hand.
Yeah. It's kind of not improving for me, right? That's the problem.
Yeah, I think an attack this turn is fine. You deal them a ton of damage, and
they might die to their giant. Like,
yeah,
I basically am planning on overloading this, of course, because I think things will happen that will make me have to do it.
Yeah.
Like that. And yeah, they can animate their fountain and sack it, but that's fine.
Well, they should sacrifice the carrion feeder, which is why I thought it was like insane that they sacked their Orfish.
Hellraiser.
Yeah.
They sack feeder this time, but that doesn't do anything currently. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
I thought the reason why they were playing no, it does not make sense.
First of all, sure.
That's not the hits does like anything that made sense. I assume that they were playing Fountain Vicar because they have Smiting Helix, and it lets you play Smiting Helix.
That's fair.
I actually played it in Red Black just because you can get the flashback on Smiting Helix. But the fact that they played Shelter just like off the wall.
Right.
I don't know what the range for your opponent is, but it's like wild.
I certainly would not have guessed Shelter right there to be cast off of that Fountain of Ichor based on the other cards that have been played this game.
Yeah, I would not have put it in any human's range to have played the card Shelter.
6/3?
No, it's the 3/3.
It's the 3/3. That doesn't even seem like you should do that unless you're scared of dying to your thing.
Careful. Now he only has 2 blockers. You can put him down to 2.
Well, they might recast. Oh, if they recast that, then I'm happy attacking all out, actually. Okay, they're not recasting it, so that makes sense. That's not great.
It's not.
So yeah, the thing you can do is you can do that at end of combat. You can deal the 5, then in your end of combat step, ninja the Ravenous Giant out.
Yes.
So putting them to 2 is not great.
It is not.
So I'm just going to play prayers and say go, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, you attacked this lightning skeletal mantle and ninja'd something in after it dealt damage? That's disgusting.
That does sound disgusting.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Yeah, I would just play turn 3 skeletal mantle and just like, all right.
Here's the best blightning ever.
Well, I currently have, in the draft that I have loaded up, I have 5 unearths and a lightning scale elemental and 3 leadership experts. So I'm ready for that 21st trophy.
Yeah, after we do however many drafts you feel like doing.
Yeah.
Hopefully at least 2, maybe start at 3rd. We'll see how you feel / where we're at.
Well, if Amaz jumps on and gets a trophy, like I'm dropping off this call and playing my draft.
Oh.
But I really have a lead, so.
Okay. Well, I don't think he plays until later anyways. Also, doesn't he
Well,
stream Hearthstone or whatever?
doesn't he? Where like he lives in the APAC region.
No, he lives in Texas, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know. I don't know why I assumed that he lived in the APAC region.
Farm Gleaner plus Urz is broken as hell. Wow, I've never seen that happen, but that's sick. So you can just pay 1 mana to put a counter on your Gleaner, essentially. Wow,
I think your opponent is either not. Can you look up how many?
What is it? Frosi?
Yeah.
Fro Jesse? They have 1.
It was 4 hours ago. Yeah.
Should I just double block? Probably, right?
The winner?
Yeah.
I would triple block that.
Oh, sure. Those are basically the same thing.
It is. Except if you double block and they have a removal spell, you look really stupid.
That's true. I kind of hope they don't have a second Smoke Shaper. Actually, I'm confused why they attacked with this and not with that. I wish I weren't playing lands. I wish I would stop drawing lands.
This is so weird. Your opponent has not done any single thing that has made any sense. Because the first time you attacked and your opponent blocked down your changeling, he blocked down the creature and not the token. This time he chose to deal the damage to the token and not the creature. Like, there's just no consistency to what your opponent has done whatsoever.
Yeah, it's weird. But we're drawing almost every land, so we're probably going to lose. Like, the problem is I have no burn in my deck, so them being at 2... Like, I'm basically relying on this to kill them because I can't even punch through with that because of the Dragonheart, right?
Yeah.
I guess if I draw a Settle, it might be good enough because I can settle that, flicker that, and attack.
Yes, Settle would close the game. But your opponent's also attacking much more conservatively than they should be.
Alright. This is correct. If they... okay. Since they're doing this, I'm just going to run the block on that to leave Settle as an out. Because I have 2 Settles.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good point. Also, if I leave one of the... we can also draw Cloud Shredder to win as well. If they do this. I guess even...
If they're making a whip attack,
yeah.
they might have lethal, so let's just see how they attack and then adjust accordingly.
Okay. I'm only doing this.
Yeah, that's fine. Also, by the way, they can never die to their giant because they have the dragon.
Oh, that's true. You are correct. Well, it's taking a bunch of damage from their giant, so...
Yeah.
Can we top deck something? Something good! Alright, I guess I'll try to kill them.
This is such a bizarre move. They have to have something. Otherwise, that attack was just psychotic. I high key don't want you to win this game because I would hope that your opponent's more confident in this.
Should I attack with this as well?
Why?
Yeah, no, that doesn't actually do anything. What?
If they have a remove...
Oh, okay, whatever. Okay. They just had multiple shelters. Wait, did they have shelter when I triple blocked this? Or triple blocked the other thing? Yeah, probably they had shelter. What? We won that game?
What? Why did they attack with the dragon? You
I don't
know. You literally... What?
I don't know. Look, we'll take it. Should I side this out in these matchups? Probably.
Yeah, this is going to be really attrition.
Probably shelter.
They didn't play any removal spells though.
But it's just good in combat.
Oh,
Bogson. That makes sense.
Yeah, I was considering that.
Should I side out this? Like, if we're trading all the time, maybe this goes down in value.
I think being able to just give a creature +2/+2 is good enough.
Okay. Um. So I sided in second sinkhole and I sided in birthing bows, but I'm only staying on 7 red sources. I think that's fine. Is there anything
Yeah,
else?
I like that.
I don't think I want this because they didn't actually cast any removal spells.
Yeah, like I can see justifying second shelter because of its implications in combat, but I cannot go for ephemerate.
Also, for its worth, Lava Dart looked terrible versus them. It
Yeah,
only
yeah,
was good
it's
versus.
awful. Don't bring it in. Your opponent.
Should I side out this thing, or do you think the triggers will matter?
I think the triggers matter just because
Okay.
we'll be ranking.
Should I side out? I mean, this is 41 right now. Should I have the second shelter?
I actually think you want to cut a land on the draw.
Okay, so it should be a plains then, probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's reasonable. Although we did add a 4 mana sink, so I might regret that.
I'm still floored that you want that.
Alright, I guess I'm mulliganing.
Okay.
Alright, this is fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to, I think I'm actually going to ship the settle. Is that crazy?
I'd either ship the mountain or ship the bleeding sliver. I think shipping settle is actual insanity.
Really?
Especially if you're opponent mulligans. That makes me want to ship the Cleaving Sliver even more, but I'm actually much more inclined to ship Mountain here.
Wow. I would play this so differently from you, I guess.
Well, you should choose to do what you want.
Well, I want to see what you would do, and I want to see how it plays out. I'm trying new things. Alright, well.
Woo! All of a sudden, I come out real smart.
Well, what I was thinking about was there are 14 lands left in the deck, and that's a lot of lands. So we just need 2 more lands to operate, essentially. Then, like, almost everything in our deck except addresses online.
Yeah.
Do I attack into shelter, or do I just say go? I'll probably just say go.
Yeah.
Because I, like...
Well, the other thing is that if you attack and your opponent just blocks, I almost always like forcing my opponent to pay the mana tax on the Hellraisers.
Sure. But the real issue is that's such a good turn for them to shelter if I just attack into it.
Yeah, you also know your opponent's on double shelter for some reason.
Right. I think I should just play cohort this turn.
Yeah, I agree.
Whoops, not that one. Cancel. Fortunately, it doesn't. If that was arena, it would already be in play, and 3 of my lands would just automatically be tapped.
Yeah, that is something that I do not like about arena.
Right.
Eventually, your opponent's just gonna have to cycle shelter, and it's gonna feel real bad. It's gonna be hilarious. What?
The hell? So there's snowy red black, I guess. That's
probably why they had a card left in hand, or 2 cards left in hand when you killed them.
I am so baffled about what's going on.
I'm floored.
I am also floored. All right.
This is actually real nice.
Should I just attack and force them to initiate shelter action?
So I would actually attack with all your non-Lancing Sliver cards.
Alright.
Because that puts them to shelter first, and then our shelter just is like exquisite.
Well, they always have to shelter first because all my creatures have first strike, right?
That's fair.
So I should have actually attacked with this?
The thing about it is that if they block the Lancing Sliver, if they have 2 things.
Wow.
Oh my.
They just didn't have it?
Okay, in this case, I would play the bows just because I would
Dead,
put them in non-trivial chance of having
Dead of
in here.
Yeah, or Dead of Winter was my actual thought, but
okay, yeah, any kind of wrath.
Yeah.
But this should avoid us to that.
Yeah. Sub T Smart FTW. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My opponent's deck is really something I haven't seen. Oh, well,
Okay.
that's equivalent, essentially. Maybe they'll wait until my turn so I can shelter one of the creatures. Alright, they're not. Alright, well, some of the mysteries are cleared up.
Is it though?
I said
They look like
somewhat.
a game that they like had you on so little outs. But yeah, I think you just win the game with the Brooklyn Brothers.
I'm just gonna say go and make a token, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
Have I sheltered my crypt rats? No. That sounds delightful, though. I've assembled a pro black creature plus pestilence before unlimited. That's basically the same thing, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that can block, but that's okay. Should I just...
No, we could literally be zero mode forever. Like I just put them on such a low chance of having an out to discard.
Yeah.
And then on turn 20, we play Cleveland Sliver and they die.
That's fair. I see. Even a land is good, actually, to be fair.
Yeah, it feels like we're in a great spot where any land in any spot is crush our opponent. But I actually like playing Cleaving Sliver here and attacking for you.
I was about to ask you if you like doing that. We can get blown up by Defile, but that's okay, I think.
Well, it's most likely going to be sheltered, but our creatures are colorless. Get fucked.
It's true. But Defile would be, like, very good here.
I would not put them on having Defile in their freaking
that's fair.
Party no deck.
Well, I think white is their splash for some reason, but I don't know why white is in their deck to begin with. So we're just going to run them out with 4/2s forever? I see. Probably just only attack with that.
Yes.
I was working out what would happen if I attacked with both, and I just realized that would be the most obvious block for them, so they would probably do it. And that's fine. I can settle that if it becomes an issue, but I don't think I need to do it yet.
Yeah, agreed.
Also, they haven't played a Shelter yet. They have one card. Maybe their last card is Shelter, but we can sort of avoid that.
It just doesn't matter. You just sideboarded perfectly, mulligan perfectly, played our sideboard card, everything according to plan.
It's fair. Even a land is good, actually, because then I can start draining them with the Lava Belly Silver.
Yes.
So everything's turning up Millhouse. That's actually not that great. Does playing it actually do anything?
Yeah, I would continue to sit on the bows.
Also, it's really nice that they can't really remove this because of our Shelter.
Yes.
This might become an issue, actually, but...
Yeah, I don't know why you attacked there.
Oh, did you just want to sit and say go?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I literally made a point earlier this game where I was like, I always want them to take a mana tax on them.
But I think the mana tax matters less now.
It does, but because you can make the same attack next turn, but you have more information.
That's fair. Alright, so I guess it's a little bit dangerous now, but we'll have to deal
It,
with
it
it.
will.
Oh, well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could actually wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I attack with both and they trade here, I could actually settle on my turn and sinkhole on their turn, which is pretty safe. Oh,
Yeah,
but
I like attacking with both and just seeing what happens.
actually the real issue is it'll be 6 toughness, right? So I can't even sinkhole.
Well, the thing was that if you hold up, I think you can just attack for. I think you actually tap,
Okay.
and then you try to sinkhole end of their turn. If they shelter, you could go to your turn and then sinkhole afterwards. Oh, actually, I think you should play Lava Belly Sliver and then hold up sinkhole for their turn.
All right. So this actually puts me at 8, which means I don't die to Urza's Rage, which is kind of nice.
But you do die to Summoning Helix.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Should I just actually upkeep this sinkhole?
Yeah, that is fine.
I mean, if they shelter into something great, so be it. I'm not gonna worry about it.
Yeah.
There's certainly a lot of draws that kill me right here.
Are there?
Yeah, Dragonheart's lethal. Alright, so they had the shelter the entire time. It makes sense.
Yeah.
There was like one card floating in their hand for basically forever.
Wait, but how does Dragonheart kill you? Can they animate and play the Dragonheart?
Yeah, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You just tap, pay 3 to
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
counter for the scavenger is the. Well, it's exactly 8 anyways, but it will actually be 9.
Yeah. Well, now let's see. If you play the Cleaving Sliver, don't you just have them dead?
I think so. Because I can shelter one of my Cleaving Slivers to save it from removal.
Exactly.
Whatever they tried to kill with a removal spell, I can just protect. And if they just block one, it's still lethal, right?
Yeah. I also would have tapped that not terribly.
Why? I'm going to play one of these two most likely, right?
Fair. But in some bizarre universe where you needed to play the Changeling,
Oh, they just didn't have anything.
oh god, that was just so bizarre.
I don't really understand what happened. All right, well, we'll take those free ones. That was a free one, I feel like.
Well, yeah, your opponent literally punted away a game that they had they were a heavy favorite to win.
They were like probably 90% plus, maybe higher than that.
Yeah, they leave you wanted to kill them with their giant, but
that was
definitely realized that they could sacrifice it.
I'm not sure they realized it or not, but it was also dealing me a lot of damage, so it was fine.
Yeah. I think you were very close to 0 hours because we couldn't burn them. If they just hold up the Dragonheart, I don't know if you could ever win there.
We're so close. We're so close, Thien.
Come on. Points away, baby. Oh, and it's a blue deck.
I know. Don't let me play Mountain. Yell at me if I play Mountain by accident somehow. Although I'm hovering right here, so it's going to be really hard. Oh. What the hell? Alright, well, I'm still alive. A classic matchup. Fairy Seer versus Universal Automaton. I hope I don't get Ingenious Infiltrated. Okay. God damn it. T. Do I just bluff attack?
Oh, yes.
I probably spent too long thinking about it, so they'll block. Oh, ding. 1 free point at a time.
Yeah. Your opponent's a fish. I would have snap blocked if I was your opponent.
If I were also my opponent, I would also block. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Holy shit!
What?
GG.
What? Oh no! Why?
Oh
They even named the right creature type because we're white red. How dead am I on a scale of 1 to dead? It's very dead, right?
We're so out of this game. I would.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna play a little bit more, but I can't fathom winning. I need to settle beyond reality. Is the actual answer. So.
Yes, the good 4-for-1. Oh my gosh.
We're not gonna have time for that shit. DC Sports clip that. I acquire the plague. And we miss our fourth land. I'm about to pack it up, right? This is like just.
Yes, absolutely. I'm surprised you played your turn.
Hypothetically, if I drew 2 lands in a row, I was still alive. I said hypothetically. Wow, that. Golly, that's really brutal. I guess.
So definitely a lot of art.
Can I side these out? Like.
Yeah, totally. Jeez. That was a massacre.
I know, that was really saddening. This technically shuts it off, but it's also blue black, so they can just ninja it back. So I really don't want to do this shit. Feel like I want to present. I definitely want the Igneous Elemental for the Plague Engineer as well.
Yeah.
I don't want. Do I want the second Sinkhole?
I don't think you want it on the play. On the draw, it seems better.
Alright, I'm gonna just submit then.
Yeah.
So the problem with reprobation versus exactly blue black is if you don't have any blockers for the reprobation creature, you're likely to just see it return to their hand. So
absolutely.
I don't want to do that. I guess this is not like exciting, but
it's not exciting, but
it doesn't matter. I can't even turn 2 the Valiant Changeling anymore, and I might want to Lava Dart a 1-drop, so I should actually play Mountain.
Yep, agreed.
Like that. That's a high value target.
Good thing we drafted it. Lava Dart.
I like Lava Dart. Now, I'm not looking forward to getting Plague Engineered again.
Oh, absolutely not.
This deck can just never beat Plague Engineer. It's kind of annoying.
We knew what we signed up for.
I do know what we signed up for. Which creature do you want to play?
Well, I want to play the 3-1, but I think Lancer Sliver's better here.
Yeah, so the problem is you can play the 3-1, but I'm not even sure the second 3-1 will be allowed to attack next turn.
Well, because you can always just play the Lancer Sliver afterwards if it blocks the 1-4, and then we can Lava Dart it after the damage.
Okay, good. That was not Plague Engineer.
Oh, ew. It's only Mana War.
Look, that one's beatable.
Yeah, this is just good deck building / good sideboarding.
Interesting, but I don't think I actually want to cast this turn.
Well, you can't. Oh,
I can, but I'm not sure I want to cast it this turn. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think it's Lancer Sliver attack, and then they do obvious blocks, then you... Well, I guess they wouldn't even block.
No, well, I mean, do I even want to sack my mountain? Then it will be really hard to cast this.
Well, it's already really hard to cast that. You have to sack a mountain no matter what, right?
But I'm saying if I wait until next turn, then I can cast it.
That's fair.
So I think I should just play Lancer Sliver.
I think you play the Lancer Sliver and you attack, because I just put them on 0 chance of blocking.
All right. If they block with a 1-4, then I guess I have to Lava Dart, but...
Well, yes. But I don't think that they're going to block it here, just because this doesn't seem like a great trade for them. And they'll wait for the second power.
Yep. You were right this time.
I'm very good at combat.
Yeah, actually, the Lava Dart is such a good exchange versus their Slug that they can't block, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fair.
You gotta get every point you can, man.
I know the points matter. Hmm, that makes me not thrilled to try to engage in shit, but
Right. Uh, I'm trying to think what they could have that gives their because they have to respond first. Because if you put on first strike damage and
I
then you
know.
lava dart, it will be dead.
So do you want to just attack with both and see what they do?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. 5 damage at a time, friends. 5 damage at a time. That's how we do it. My prediction is they might actually block like that and just take 3.
Oh, that'd be great for us.
Yeah. I mean, all we want to do is force damage through.
Well, you can also play the Igneous if they do that. So that's why.
Right.
Well, we can play Igneous for value if they do it like that. What?
So my thinking is they have Unearth in their hand if they're going to do that.
Which is fine.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to play 3-1.
Yeah, I like playing 3-1. I also like playing the land here just because I would
Yeah.
never put my new opponent on Mind Rake post boarding Enslavers.
Plus, if they Mind Rake me here, they're spending a lot of mana to just let me attack them again. Right?
Yes.
So I'm fine not playing around Mind Rake here. That was a very confusing block. I really think it does mean Unearth then? Like, there's not...
I believe it's on Earth, and they're going to enter turn either Ring of Revelation or Fact or Fiction. I lied.
What about nothing?
Yeah.
What
if
about...
they have nothing to air, that is...
We're one draw step away. Oh my god, this makes sense.
This happens a lot.
That's a lot of Crypt Rats to play against. Alright.
It's weird that they're letting us take our turn to Crypt Rats.
I know. Alright, so now if I draw a land, I can just cast this.
Yes.
Land? I think I'm going to float mana. Yeah, I'm going to Lava Dart them and then play this.
Yeah.
This is a very weird looking play if you haven't played a lot of the format, but it can only mean this card essentially.
Yeah.
If they just Crypt Wrapped on their turn, I think we're like so screwed. Like,
yeah, they also gave us the Out of Shelter.
Right.
Because if we shelter black, we actually get a free attack, which is pretty big.
Alright.
Wow.
Just going to...
I wonder if our opponents just play badly.
That's fine. I'm just going to play prayers and say go. If they attack me, obviously I'm just going to just let them ninja and then kill their ninja. Kind of sucks we have no creatures left. Oh, are they just sitting on a bunch of slugs? Looks like it. Well, that's kind of nice. Creature? God damn it. Yes. Alright, say go. We have 2 sinkholes in, right? No, we only have 1. Alright. Opponent has 2 cards. We're playing draw go. Alright.
Oh, yeah. Baby. Cards that don't immediately get murdered by Plague Engineer.
I know. I'm just going to yield to all. I'm going to save targets because I'm not going to target anyone else with this ability trigger. Is this also dead? Oh, okay. That's fine. Sort of.
No, it's fine.
Why are... What? Why do
We
they
were way too far ahead.
I mean, we're far ahead, but we could easily brick off. Okay, we weren't gonna brick off long enough, but we could have bricked off. Alright, so you like this on the draw? Do you want to cut a land again?
Uh, this is just weird because the texture of the matchup is so much different than our last one.
I think this matchup's a lot faster and a lot less trading, right?
Yeah.
But also our opponent has Crypt Rats.
Yeah, that also complicates things a lot. And they have a lot of gluttonous ones.
I kind of like the second shelter, and I kind of just want to cut Stirring Address.
Yeah, I like that.
But we need one more cut still. If they're going to Crypt Rat us, can we cut this?
I don't know how I feel about cutting a creature here.
We go into 15. Could cut the third Cleaving Sliver, or could just cut, like...
I think the Cleaving Slivers are pretty key because they have so many gluttonous slugs. Okay. And that would be a card that lets us actually attack through.
But we can't cut this. I think this is too important as well.
Yeah, I think that's too important.
Maybe we just don't have the second Sinkhole in. But killing a big slug is kind of a big deal as well, so...
Yeah, I agree with that. Actually, do we want second shelter?
Alright. I'm fine cutting it too, actually. The problem is shelter doesn't line up that well versus Crypt Rats unless you have exactly one creature, in which case I don't know what the hell has happened.
Well, the other thing is, shelter is good against that wrath, but not good against their other wrath.
You mean the one that's a 2-2? Ooh,
yeah,
opponent's going to 6.
Ooh, did they mulligan?
Yeah.
Oh, we have a chance.
What's up, Dokumoy? I'm keeping this hand though. Like,
it's not. This is carefully keepable.
It's not like the most insane, but if you draw land, it's like you kind of have a lot of heavy hitters. All right, we drew a land, but we might take some damage from their shit instead. What? Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, I should have played that one. Shit.
Yes.
That was...
Actually, no, it's not. Oh, God, that was so bad.
That was really bad. They should be at 18. Like, next turn, they should be at 18. I should be at 22. Essentially.
Oh, they played 4th land, and they played a Fairy Seer instead.
Well, they get to attack us for...
They were going to play 4th land and either Ninja the New Moon you or Fallen Shinobi you.
I still have to play Cohort this turn, but that was really, really bad.
I don't think so. I think you could get away with playing... Oh god, it is bad. Jeez.
No, it's going to matter a lot, actually.
Because then after you can play both your Cohort,
yeah, exactly.
or you play the 3/3 and the Lava Belly. Oh.
Should I play this in attack, then?
No. I think it's still Cohort.
Alright. For what it's worth, if they don't have anything, they're not allowed to attack, and they only have one card, so I might just call. Yo, what's up? Hughes in the water. Yeah, this deck is pretty sweet. I don't normally draft this deck, but it seemed open this time, so...
It's always open. That's the secret. If you want to play slivers, you are allowed to play slivers whenever you want.
That's not good. Now I don't have a good block anymore.
Nope. Definitely the nightmare scenario.
Alright, take 7. So probably Lava Belly, Valiant Changeling attack.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have just attacked first, but whatever. What the hell? Oh, the triggers are different from different... God damn it.
Yeah.
I see. That's why it's so annoying. Am I allowed to attack?
You can only double block favorably with 2 of them anyway.
So I should attack.
I think you can only attack with one of them.
I will attack with both, but actually, I think the race might turn in our favor because of the cleaving sliver.
Yeah.
Actually, if they leave the slugs back, then no. But this thing hits hard.
Yes.
What does this mean? It means I'm gonna double block and see what happens.
Yeah.
Because it, I mean, like, if they have something, obviously it sucks, but alright. That sucks.
Yeah.
I can...
Then 2, 4, 6, 7. I think you just play Cleaving Sliver attack with both their creatures.
I see. Yeah. And hope to draw something.
If you play one that way, you would be at 4 extra life.
Would it be 4 extra? It would be 1 extra, right?
No, 3 extra. It's the Kobold and the Answer Sliver.
Well, actually, I do actually believe white is terrible in this format, but that's unrelated. Well, when I say terrible, I mean that it has the lowest win rate based on my data.
It has the lowest win rate on everyone's data.
Yeah.
It's also not fun to play with, so it has a lot of things going against it.
Yeah, it's not actually a meme. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
Damn it. That kind of sucks. I think I might have lost this game anyway because of that, but... Right?
Yeah. Even if you held 2 creatures back, you're still dead. 3, 5, 7, 8, yeah. You were always dead.
Oh, but not if they... Well, they would just attack with that instead, right? 9, 10.
Yeah.
Right. Their deck is very strong, and plus it has Crypt Rats and Plague Engineer, which are both A pluses versus us, so...
Yeah.
Kind of sucks to lose, but it happens, right? This is definitely like a deck I would not be thrilled to play against.
Same. Oh, can you do me a favor and reset your filter?
Oh, okay.
I want to see if Amaz woke up.
Oh, you did.
What?
You're tied.
Oh, wait, someone else. Oh, man. It's a 3-way tie.
It's a 3-way tie.
And I know that my deck is a favorite to trophy. You're so lucky we're friends.
Cool. I appreciate you. And everyone, I guess Thien doesn't really care about Cloud, but if you want to read some cool takes on Twitter, follow him anyways. You really don't care about Cloud, right?
No.
Yeah. Go donate like $100 in his name or something. I think he cares about that stuff more. I'm not joking about that. I think you actually do care about that stuff more.
I am currently fundraising for the Boston Area Rape Crisis Center.
Oh, yeah. They send me a lot of emails. I'll probably donate again when you ask me to, but I wish I could delete all of their emails automatically.
I tell them that they should not. They should have an option to opt out.
Yeah, I looked for one and I'm like, wait, there's no opt out. It's okay though. I just delete it every time I see it.
Yeah.
So work's been mostly normal for you, right?
The what?
Work has been mostly normal for you. You've just been working at home instead of at an office like half the time.
Yeah, okay. It hasn't been a huge disruption for me. It's also been slower too at work, so it's been a nice change of pace.
All right, let's knock this one out at least.
All right.
God, we just don't have 2-drops. I think I mean I still keep, but
Being on the play definitely makes this hand better.
Yeah, but if we had a 1 or a 2-drop, this hand would be like much better. Or they suspended a night.
Ooh, it's a white mirror. Yes!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's get rowdy, friends. Also, white can't really kill this that effectively, except they might have Lava Dart, but probably play this one.
Yes, absolutely. Let's not make the same mistake.
Okay, looks like they don't have the the lava dart from my shredder sliver, so they're going to take infinity damage from
Oh yeah,
this.
they're just dead. They also didn't have turn two pyrophobia. Like, oh, oh,
I assume I shove on cleaving sliver.
yeah.
They're at 3 on turn 4.
Nobody upsides to this sliver.
Why? Why didn't we do this last game or last match?
Yeah, that is quite brutal.
Remember, that's possible. I'm citing lava dart. Well,
Yeah.
actually, first they have to have 3 ones, right?
Well, they could be not slivers and just red white aggro.
So how do you want to sideboard? I guess is the real question.
I do like the lava dart. Yeah, I like those two over the 2/1s.
Right. It'll just be harder to not draw them, but that's okay. Should I cut a land again?
Uh,
For a sinkhole or a elemental? Elemental's likely to be great in this matchup, right?
because your opponent only casts one real spell, it's really hard to know. But I think elemental is pretty good in the attrition matchups. And yeah, I'd be fine cutting a land here.
I can't believe we literally just killed them on effectively turn 4.
Yes.
It was an effective turn 4 kill because it would be so hard for them to come out back without like overloaded Winds of Abandon or something like that. Oh look.
Well, we got our combo.
Is it slivers plus Cloud Shredder Sliver?
Yep.
This actually doesn't combo so well with them, but man, that was nuts. That was a nice one. I'm glad you were here for that.
Oh, I did that to Andrew Stroud yesterday.
Oh, that exact draw?
It had the Cloud Thresher sliver, which is all that matters.
They're probably like, God, not this shit again. They're probably thinking it like, oh, another. Okay, so they're Mardu slivers, but they don't have this one, so it's hard for
that
them.
we know.
That we know of. That's true. They could still have it. Huh. Interesting. The correct way is probably answered prayers, right? Unless if we want to attack for 3 this turn.
I like playing the 3/1 a lot more.
Okay.
Just because we can play Valiant Changeling the next turn.
Right, sure.
And if you drop basic planes, you can play Valiant Slipper or Valiant Changeling and Stirring Address.
Sure. My one big issue is, wow, this is kind of embarrassing for them. I mean, like, obviously this card is normally insane in these aggro mirrors, but...
Oh, never mind, it's just Cleaving Slither.
Right.
Yeah.
If they don't remove any of my stuff, they're actually just going to die. And
Yeah,
it doesn't look like they have any removal lined up. Settle Beyond. It might be Settle Beyond Reality, I think, is actually the most likely play right here. Yeah.
Yep.
But unfortunately, opponent, you are dead to this one.
I don't know why they targeted the one.
They should have targeted this one, I think, for sure.
Yeah. Just because.
You have to target the Wonder. Okay, well, that's a quick 2-1. Do you want to do another draft?
Sure. I will do another one. Oh, the second someone else gets 21.
What the hell? Apparently, I ran out of actual monetary funds on my account, but I have a bunch of treasure chests, so I will sell a bunch of treasure chests.
Oh, this is where you went wrong.
No, I have 12 packs, but I don't have tickets.
No, I just always open the treasure chest.
Oh, I've. Do you see how many I have left?
Yeah, I've opened like 1,000 treasure chests.
All right, fine. For the Twitch chat, I'll open. Oh, not open all. Shit! I almost opened all again. Oh my god, I've done that before.
Yes.
Do you remember that? Ooh.
Oh, you got a ley line.
That's probably something.
10 ticks right there.
All right.
Wait, that was the 10 ticks you needed.
No, but you can only open with. You can actually only enter with tickets.
No, I know. Sell the ley line for tickets.
Oh, sure.
This is why you always open the chest.
Oh, Feingersh asked me, remember when Jarvis opened all? Twitch chat does. There's even an open all meme. Alright. I accidentally opened like 200 chests on stream, and I was so confused because I only meant to open one. But suddenly there was just like a bunch of stuff. And I was like, what the hell happened? Alright. Soul Scar Mage is 7.93 tickets? Wow. I don't understand Magic Online anymore.
Is that a little or a lot?
I feel like that's a lot, but...
Wait, what card again?
Soul Scar Mage.
Oh, it was 18 ticks before.
Really? Oh, so it went down? That's kind of insane.
So far, it looks like I've only pointed you in the exact right direction every single time.
Yeah, that was n equals 1, right?
Well, besides the gameplay, the draft picks,
Oh, sure.
opening your chest, Galaxy Brain.
Okay, so far Thien has played perfectly on my stream so far, so you got that over Ari.
Also, I would have played the Lava Belly Sliver instead, gotten 3 extra life, and not died that turn that they killed us.
You still would have died, right? Didn't we determine that was still lethal?
They had 9 points damage in play with the Smoke Shroud. If we had 3 extra life, we'd be at 11.
Okay, so alright, so I goofed it. But we did open our collector oof, so I'm probably like even-ish. Oh no, probably not. 7.
You're slightly below.
Slightly below. That's fine.
You're just down 4 ticks, which is fine.
This pack.
I hate this pack.
This pack is actually awful. I think. Like. All right. As crazy as it sounds, should I just first pick Fairy Seer?
I do like Fairy Seer. I think the best card in the pack is the Sliver.
Which
one? And then the second best card is the Blizzard Strix.
You think this is the best card?
It is. It's just I'm too bad to play with that card. Like, right. I'm not really good with wacky 5-color shenanigans.
Right. I'm sorry, White Faces. We're gonna take Blizzard Strix, but Thien did admit if he was better at drafting, he would draft that card. So you can feel vindicated in that.
It's not in my range. I don't know if it's in yours.
White Faces is only 3-0'd the only draft he's had, the first silver so far. You mean this time around, right? I'm sure you forced it the last time around. I think the real issue with the 5-color deck is that it relies a lot on Spring Bloom Druid.
I actually think the 5-color decks don't want to be playing Spring Bloom Druid.
That is an unpopular opinion, I think.
Well, you want the Founder Vicar.
Okay, sure.
That actually fixes all your mana, whereas Spring Bloom Druid only gets you, like, to your 3rd and 4th source.
Do you want to take Slug or Crypt Rats?
Crypt Rats on the way.
Okay.
I was the one in chat that said, like, I was very surprised that you guys value Mob and Defile over Crypt Rats.
Yeah, we did. Although I'm starting to turn around on Crypt Rats being better than Defile, but... Ooh. Okay, so we could draft like a controlling blue black deck, but or what do you want to do?
This is definitely the decks have not been kind.
I
I think it's either Ransack or Rainbow Revelation.
I think I'm gonna take rain.
Yeah.
You don't need too many 4 mana card draw spells, and in fact, like a lot of people ask me about Factor Fiction versus Rain, and I just told them like they're the same card. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
The,
I think
the
people Factor Fiction has a lot of history to it,
yeah,
but it's it's like slightly better than Inspiration.
Rain is better specifically in the draw two deck by like for obvious reasons.
Uh, there are also a lot of times when Rain can be functional 3 cards.
Yes, because you just have a land that you or whatever or
Yeah.
um. Have you ever drafted this deck, or is that too Galaxy Brain for you?
Oh my god. I tried doing it one time and I was very bad at doing it.
All right, should I take Vorti Wish or Snowland?
Snowland.
All right. So you
The
basically
wish
you do need a few snowlands for the Blizzard's tricks.
um I think 3/2 flash is already good enough. If you can flicker something sometimes, like it's fine. It's obviously much better.
This is not an exciting deck, but it can go places. We have
We're only 4 picks deep. There's still so much pack to open.
there are 41 packs left to open, sort of. Oh, wait, have you had like the experience lately that? Ooh, wow, this pack is pretty strong. And then I'm gonna take Putrid Goblin, but
Yeah, I like Patriot Goblin.
there's a Hull-headed Sliver we need last draft.
And the other sliver.
Yeah, and a Pyrophobia. So
Yeah.
Putrid Goblin is just so insane in the format. It's kind of unreal.
But,
Holy
man,
crap!
if only all those Hollow Knight slivers were in the last draft with us. Once again I take this one over the one on Wish.
Sure. Putrid Goblin is broken. I've never got to run the Malira combo, but I've seen pictures of it.
I got the Malira combo exactly one time, but with Lesser Manicore instead. And
yeah.
the shitty part was that my opponent was already dead on board, so I didn't want to DM and play it.
It's so sweet when like you peel and that's the only way you can get out of it because they're like dominating by so much that you can't possibly kill them in the red zone, but you just mill them out.
Yeah.
I've seen someone draft that deck with double Illidomri's Call and a Tribute Mage, so they could just find all of their pieces.
That is nice.
Well, this pack is awful. I'll take Scour though, I guess.
Yeah, I think that card's solid.
Yeah, it's solid. You don't need too many. Like, it's a bit of a clunker.
Yeah.
Alright. Ikite would be good in our deck currently.
Yes.
And so would Fallen Shinobi, because that card is ridiculous.
Well, that's why we have so much pack to open. We can still get Mist Syndicate and Fallen Shinobi.
Obviously, Ingenious Infiltrator is also good, but it's less good than Fallen Shinobi.
Yeah.
So Shroud had a game earlier today where should I take Smoke Shroud or Scour?
I think first Smoke Shroud has much higher upside than second Scour.
Yeah. So Shroud played a Fairy Seer, scryed Yawgmoth, and like a Scroll Nest to the top, and his opponent Fallen Shinobi'd him and put both into play.
What?
Yeah, and Shroud's deck was absurd. He won that match, but that was like game 1 of round 3 when he was 2-0. But he won the match, thankfully. It would have been a pretty big beating to lose that way. Like, lose the match, because he was pretty far ahead, then suddenly he was just dead.
Yeah.
I'm taking Mind Rake over Prohibit.
Because you fall out of the match.
Yeah. I actually like sideboarding this card sometimes for the same reasons you like siding into an attrition-y deck. Like, sometimes this card just like wrecks people.
I also like Spell Snuff. It's one of the reasons why I played a lot of ninjas the first few days when people were underdrafting it.
I'm going to take this rare.
For the 1.01 tick value.
Oh, it's 1.01. Nice. It might go back up. Like my theory is, if you wait like a month or two, everything will just be like kind of sky high again.
I have 1,000 ticks worth of Modern Horizon stuff from drafting the past.
1,000 tickets? Wow.
Yeah. I have a lot of Ice Bank waddles, Force and Negations, Rens.
What do I do here? Maybe I'll take fists and see if blue red is secretly open as well.
Yeah, I think that's the highest upside.
Um, I guess if I need to mill someone out. Sure. Wow, that's disrespectful to the sliver deck.
Yeah. Well, they also have Powerphobia and Highlights in the same pack, though. So seeing that card,
Oh, sure. That doesn't actually mean anything.
3 red cards is fine. I think it would be weirder if that card didn't table.
You can hypothetically play Axe in the Ninja's deck, but I would prefer not to.
Ooh. Man, that's so rough.
That's not good for
Scout
us.
one of my favorite cards in the set.
I think I'm just going to take Venomous Changeling, unfortunately. Unless if you love Exclude them. Yeah. I've had really bad experiences with Exclude. They mostly involve trumpeting Herd.
So I've had bad experiences with Exclude too, and I definitely don't think it's like phenomenal. But I think if my personal opinion, it is slightly better than Venomous Changeling.
Okay.
But I think you're totally fine with the Changeling.
I'll take this. Ooh, I'll take Pondering Mage, I guess, but it's not like the most exciting. But
I think it's like the second best card in the pack, so I think it's fine.
The best
it's obviously like not great second pick.
The best card's Pyrophobia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we are not anywhere close to that, unless we end up blue red, which is.
We're supposed to be red white slivers again because red white slivers is always open. We would have 2 hollow red slivers and
we would have a cleaving sliver and we would have a lava belly, I think.
And 2 pyrophobias. No, actually, I guess we'd have to take head over the first pyrophobia.
Oh, foil altar that I'm not going to take.
We have 2/3 of the combo in the same pack.
Oh, that's kind of funny actually. These 3 cards are all next to each other. And then I'm going to take Smoke Shaper though. Unless if you like Western Mastercore that much.
I don't like Mastercore at all.
Yeah. I used to be really high on it, and I've gone a little bit down on it. There are certain decks that Western Massacre dominates.
Yeah.
But
then there's Mana War. Yeah, I like Third Seeker.
Yeah. Well, we are looking for a 6/3.
Yeah, 6/3.
There were 2. How many altars were in this draft?
So there are 2 altars. There's a Lesser Massacre and the Carrion Feeder. Ooh, boy, someone's going to get hooked up.
Should I take second Smoke Shroud or second Rain?
I like second Smoke Shroud.
Okay, yeah. I think we're actually going to end up being ninjas, if I had to guess. But we need a few more pieces of the puzzle.
Ooh, Choking Tethers.
Yep, it's a key card.
I'm always super happy to have that card in my deck.
So am I. There's a limit to how many you want, obviously, but...
I always start 2.
You always start 2. That's fair.
I don't think I've ever even picked the third one, just because I know that there are no matchups where I'd want the third one on the board.
Fair. So how warm is it in Boston right now? Is it warm enough to like actually walk outside? Not that you should be
I mean,
doing
I
the
don't go outside.
uh, second choking tethers. I think over second scour.
I like second smoke shroud guy.
Oh, smoke shaper. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. We're also looking for some slugs. We're probably going to play the script rats though, right?
Oh yeah, I'm always starting to crit rats. Uh, smoke smoke shrouder just makes combat a nightmare for your opponent, and I don't think anyone's ever probably played around that card.
That's fair.
It's so hard to.
Oh, how often have you ninja'd and then re-ninja'd when they tried to kill your ninja?
Many times.
That one's nice.
The reason why I like double smoke shroud is that if you have 4 mana, your opponent is just like it's impossible for your opponent to ever beat you in combat.
Oh, well,
No.
I'm probably supposed to take fairies here though.
Yeah, you're supposed to take it just because you don't have a lot of two
But
drops
it's
right
really,
now.
really disappointing that they're in the same pack.
Moon is so important for the decks.
Yeah, you need at least the first one, but you don't need more than like two, I would say.
I would start every single one.
Really? How
I
many?
played 4. I haven't had the opportunity to have 5 because people are waking up and figuring out that that card is like the nut.
It's really good with Smoke Shroud. I will say that, and we have 2 Smoke Shrouds, but I think you have to take fairies here there.
Smoke Shroud was played on easy mode. Like just sixing your opponent one time, your opponent is just like paralyzed with fear. Then you can always just set up a second like 6/3 to the dome because your opponent just like won't attack aggressively anymore. It really does psychological damage.
Which do you like more? Probably Venomous Changeling, but it's close.
I like it Venomous Changeling more just because it's good on D as well.
Yeah. There
If we had
also
better ones, I prefer Phantasmal or Phantom Ninja.
Sure. It also depends on what you think your mana base is going to look like. I think we're going to be fairly even. Maybe one more island than swamp, I think, is what's going to happen.
Yeah. If we didn't have Crypt, I would prefer the Phantom Ninja.
First Ransack over second Scour, probably, right?
Yeah.
Also good at milling Smoke Shroud. I don't know if you've had that come up. Probably have.
Oh, I very rarely play Smoke Shroud just because I always play in hard mode in my ninja decks.
Really?
I heard Smoke Shroud. I just always my decks were usually stronger where I just didn't have Smoke Shrouds in the packs.
Oh, well, we're probably going to play these Smoke Shrouds. I guess I'll take it. Unless if you would rather take Spell Snuff for the sideboard. Really low on 2s for what it's worth.
God, you just don't want an into to that thing out though.
Well, we can discard Smoke Shroud to it as well, so.
Yeah. I would also take it so that the one guy doesn't get hooked up with the Altered Dimension combo.
Probably Scavenger?
I actually like the Cantrix.
Just as a blocker?
Well, we're really low on 2 drops, so if we really need to at a pinch, like we can like start it.
Alright, well, I guess we can have a second rain, hypothetically. Jeez, no one likes these dirtily blue cards, but we don't need too many of them, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a few over here. Come on!
Fallen Shinobi.
Fallen Shinobi or Ingenious Infiltrator.
Or Plague Engineer.
That's none of those. Do you want to take Moonblade, Defile, or Fairy Seer?
I like Defile the most. Because we can at least hedge on trying to table one of the other 2 blue cards.
That's fair. This is sort of good in our deck, though, with 2 Smoke Shrouds. But
it is very good in our deck.
Is it crazy to take Moonblade over Defile? Like a mob or anything. Okay, sure. Alright, I guess I'll unhappily take Defile, but...
Oh! There we go!
Can we table that? Can we?
No, absolutely not. It's not coming back. But... We've just been in like this bind where there were multiple packs where there's like 5 cards that we want, and then Winter's Rest, Blizzard Strix, and others.
I might end up cutting those. Well,
I mean,
I might end up cutting that,
that'd be fun.
but I'm not gonna cut that, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Mana War and
Uh,
Defile. I'm gonna take Mana War over Defile, actually.
you're,
You agree?
yeah, Manowar is just better anyway.
Mana War's just so insane in the ninja deck because if you ever get to ninja it, they lose. Like,
Yep.
and we have 2 Smoke Shrouds to push the Mana War through, so it's all right. We're looking in better shape now. Like, we're getting. We knew this would happen based on pack 1. Like, maybe blue cards would be passed rather, right?
Yeah.
Not so good. Edict or Phantom Ninja?
I like Edicts.
Alright. Yeah, I normally don't like Edict, but I think the more tempo-y your deck is, the better it gets because you're less likely to have to make them sack like a worthless creature. That's how I feel about it.
Well, my reason is that if we're putting on the pressure, your opponent is going to get into a situation where they have to trade or they have to block more aggressively with their like worst creatures. So then Diabolic Edict has higher impact.
Fair enough.
So a lot of times I start Diabolic Edict in my like blue black ninja / red black aggro decks. To mitigate the chance that like your opponent stacks random one like spring
Right.
or something.
Right. Can we get a Plague Engineer?
I think that ship's pass just because
Yeah.
everyone functions on your same axes and it's 13 ticks.
It's 13 ticks. It's also just a very good card, actually. Like,
well, yeah, that too.
Yeah, like it's generally the strongest card in a lot of packs. So
yeah.
Can't believe that foil Morphon wasn't worth anything. That was really, really saddening.
The Morphon was worth like 3 ticks, I think.
The foil one?
The foil one is worth 3 ticks.
Okay.
But it was worth $50 in paper, so it's weird.
I remember the Friday PTQ at GPDC. Oh wow! I'll ship that. I had a foil Urza in my sealed deck, and I only went 4-2 with my sealed deck, so I was pretty sad. So I sold the Urza immediately, and it was apparently like $250 or some horseshit.
Oh, I thought it was like 300 or 400.
It might be more now, but it was at that time. It was so much. I'm like, is that real? I'm gonna take Snow Island here.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I need another Edict or another Smoke Shroud.
Yeah. Ooh, Twisted Image!
Well, it's not Twisted Image, thankfully, but it does...
I'm like really bad with card names, so I just call it the closest name that I know.
But it actually is a shout out to Twisted Image because it has the second part on it, the Switch Power and Toughness. So I was going to say that it is more reasonable that you call it Twisted Image, but it's Twisted Reflection. Oh, I'm not going to take Undead Augur. I think it's going to be. It's not even that exciting.
Undead Augur because it's like a solid 2-drop in your deck.
Oh, you want it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to be hard to cast, but maybe that doesn't matter.
Well, we didn't take the Phantom Ninja, so like I think we're just 9/8 small paladins.
Yeah, I guess I'll decide. The problem is there's a lot. Well, I guess most of the cards except for this one are single blue. So this is double black. This is really double black in disguise.
Yeah, this is double black. Like between Group Rats and Defile, taking Undead Augur just it seems fine. And then you also have Putrid Goblin and the Venomous Changeling.
Sure. Is this a zombie? No, it's just a rat. Rat's off to you.
Wow. Pack 3 has really been nice.
Yeah, we haven't seen a 6/3, but maybe that won't matter. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fairies, like, it is unfortunate we haven't taken fairies here over the first 6/3.
I think it was correct at the time, though.
No, it's absolutely correct.
Oh, well, what do you want to do here?
I was like, it's a good thing we took the Defile, because it seems like no one was about the blue, and yeah, I take the Moonblade Shinobi.
I agree. I think it actually is a way we can kill our opponent, because the damage adds up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Which one? Does it matter?
There's a non-trivial chance we boarded in.
The Ward-Eye Witch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes!
Okay. All right.
It was perfect drafting.
Okay.
Taking the bad and punish us. Taking the Manowar out of that pack. We still tabled the Fairy Seer.
It just looks like blue was wide open this draft, frankly.
Yeah. I think it's because pack 1, the blue cards were so weak that we just gambled on pack 3 having like a really good blue payoff, and that's exactly what happened.
It's possible someone cut it off to the left as well, but I'm not sure. Like, that can happen, right?
It can. Well, no. That wouldn't happen because we got Fairy Seer and Moonblade tabled. So if they cut it out to the left, like we wouldn't have seen them table.
I've never played Rebuild in a post-board game. I can't imagine what it's for, really. All right. Well, this deck is kind of great, to be fair.
God, we have so few 2-drops.
I'm gonna. Well, we have 2 1-drops though, so
that does help.
I'm gonna cut the Scour. I'm gonna cut. Maybe I cut Brain of Revelation. Actually,
our deck has a direction. We don't need that.
But I'm gonna keep Ransack. Or am I?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I kind of want to cut Pondering Mage. Is that crazy?
Nope, totally fine.
Alright, yeah. Basically, I think the more focused your deck is, the less card filtration you actually need. Alright, this should be... Okay, looks correct to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Sure. Okay, well, this... You can't even draft Ixalan here, and also I really didn't enjoy Ixalan. I drafted a ton for the Pro Tour. I drafted a ton of Rivals as well. It was not a great format in my opinion. Yeah. I believe this is a keep. I played the wrong land. Oh my god. I hope it doesn't punish me. I understand that's the point. I don't really enjoy tribal sets, and plus you can't even draft Ixalan on Magic Online, so I don't understand your point, I suppose.
Oh, nice. That's a sweet hand.
Yeah, someone's going on in chat about how they'd rather draft Ixalan. I'm like, that's really confusing for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Because first off, you can't even draft Ixalan right now, even if you wanted to. Should I do that? Trying to
I
figure.
think it's fine.
Yeah. So one really cute play they could have done is if they had shelter, they could shelter with the mana war in the stack, and then it would have to bounce itself.
Yes.
Hmm. That's kind of awkward.
It is. I think just land path it. Or do
What
you want to play the Foundation movie?
you wanted to play this?
No, I just want to go land pass.
Yeah, same. I should have played the swamp,
Yes.
but hopefully it won't matter.
Well, the scenario where it matters is if you draw swamp, 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 but it seems like we're in very bad shape if that happens.
Yeah, just gonna take 2 here. Are they gonna Fists of Flame? That'd be kind of wild, actually. See, Sub-Zero, I actually agree with you, but I don't like to make people mad because their opinions are valid.
Nice. Wow, that attack was actually kind of psychotic to me.
It was super psychotic. I don't really understand what they were hoping to accomplish.
And their life.
I will. This worked out very well for us. I don't like. I guess they could have exactly Lava Dart.
They were going to be ministered, but the fact that they missed a land on turn 4 was like very, very big for us.
All right, I was about to say they could do this.
Oh, this is beautiful. This is why I love Stoke Shaper.
Oh, I guess I didn't really understand that, but also that play. Well, someone in chat was saying Modern Horizons just ain't doing it. I'd rather draft X1. That's the point. And they just said stuff. It's okay though. Well, don't they know about both of these?
Yes.
This is really baffling. Why did they attack it?
No,
Well,
we have to teach you this lesson.
all right. In regards to that person, I actually made it very clear we were only going to draft Modern Horizons, so I don't even understand why they showed up. All right. It was like kind of mind-boggling that they would do that, right?
Yeah. Wow, your caliber of opponents is very different than mine. God, they've just done the same thing 3 times.
I'm just gonna take 2 every time. Fists? Alright. Oh.
Ooh.
I guess we got double fisted out. Was I supposed to play around double fists? Probably not.
No, there's no world where I play around 2.
Well, that kind of sucks.
Oh, that's wild.
Oh, thanks, Young Toast.
I'm definitely not expecting double fist.
Well, that's kind of sad.
It is.
Do I want to unearth or Cancrix?
No, I think our configuration is fine. Like, we want to be attacking if we're on the play. On the draw, I like hand tricks better.
Okay. I'm just going to leave it alone then.
Yeah. But on the draw, I would cut the exclude for the cannon tricks.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's so close.
Do you keep? You only have 8 blue sources though. Not. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
Am I gonna ship this because, well,
yeah, that's fine.
It's kind of awkward all around.
It is, but I think it is a very functional game plan.
Yep.
It's just still wild that our opponent essentially got us on exactsies because of double fist.
Sad that we don't have a 1 or a 2, but I kind of also think that that fist plan is really off brand for their deck. But
it's extremely off brand. They literally played turn 2 sliver.
so I think I'm gonna cast Smoke Shaper this turn, targeting this and attack.
Agreed.
Most likely, but we'll see what they actually do. All right, yeah. Now I'm gonna definitely do that.
Yeah.
Actually, am I doing that still?
Yes.
Yeah. I think I just need to get out ahead so then I can weave up Exclude later.
Well, because next turn, if you attack and they don't block, you can keep up Exclude and have your thing.
Yep. This is kind of
You
nice.
can do both.
Fists of Flame do get better in multiples, though. That is the one thing that they do have going for that plan.
Yes.
This is kind of irritating. I don't have a good attack.
No.
Should I just leave up Exclude then?
I like playing Venomous Chamber here, but...
Alright. Leave up Exclude is actually a pretty high cost, and maybe next turn I can attack with that and sneak in a hit.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. Oh, it wouldn't be
The
throwed,
reason
but
why
it's...
I wanted to keep up Exclude is that they didn't play a 3-drop.
Okay, so it would have to be a 5-drop to improve, right? Okay.
That's also interesting.
What happens if I attack with the Changeling? What do you think they'll do?
I think they'll double block with the 2 slivers.
So...
Or they'll just take the 1.
Well, if they take the 1, I'm thrilled about that, obviously. Because
yeah,
then I could...
obviously.
But how likely do you think that is?
That they double block with the 2 slivers?
Yeah.
I'm going to put it... The problem, though, is that people's ranges are so wild. If I was at the PT, I would put it at 0. Or no, actually, that's not true. Because we are playing ninjas. I think it's enough that
That
I would not.
Okay. I'm gonna just say go and try to exclude something and hope we draw Smoke Shroud. What does this mean? It probably means Stirring Address. It's hard for me to play around Stirring Address here, though.
It is. Well, if you double block the rocks with your Manwar and your 3/3, Stirring Address won't kill you. Won't kill both your creatures.
I think I want to do this anyways because this thing's so annoying.
Yeah, but if they don't have Stirring Address, we can get that off the table, which is pretty big.
Yep.
Oh, this is totally fine.
They're obsessed with doing this. Okay. Why did they... It's really... That's an interesting play. What does that mean?
Oh Oh my gosh.
They have so many lava darts. Oh, so so hear me out. Do I just cast the
Yeah,
infiltrator
agreed. Exactly what I want to do.
and obviously leave up the swamp?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to attack then, right?
No. I would attack here
Yeah, yeah. Because
because you can't even block your slivers.
land. Well, that's okay if we survive, which we will. We'll just take a beating.
Uh, yeah.
I think their hand is just lands after this. That's the feeling I'm getting.
Yeah, they play the land every single turn.
Yep. All right, that's good.
Yeah,
Should I just mana war the?
the veteran.
Yeah, with the plan of excluding it, and I don't think I want to attack.
Um, I think we're far behind enough that if you attack a venomous sliver, it's not the worst.
Oh, so you want to take a risk, a slight risk?
Yeah,
All right.
just because in games like these where we're like pretty far behind, a top deck will most likely win our opponent the game anyway.
Right, that's fair.
But if we're going under the assumption that our opponent has nothing but lands, the extra resources, like we can put away the game by having extra resources.
That's fair.
If they're going to combat first, that's super not good for us. Oh yeah, I guess we're just dead to one fist.
No, we aren't. I mean, we aren't. I can just block like this and not be dead to fists. Like they have a lava dart. I think that's what's actually going to happen.
If they have lava dart, then shouldn't we block the ingenious infiltrator to the other sliver? Yeah.
Alright, sure. If you have fists, you kill us, opponent.
Okay.
So they have rocks, veteran, and X. Sucks.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess we died. That was kind of disappointing, obviously, but
Yeah.
game one got away from us. I guess I could have thought about double fist, but I would.
I'm the kind of person that never plays around double of a card, especially since it was very off-brand for their deck.
It's kind of weird because I think like having claws and two fists and two lava darts means there's not a lot of room for other spells.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and you need solid creatures for a deck like that. So I don't understand what was happening, I guess.
Well, they had to have top deck both those cards in succession, right?
Yeah.
Because if they had the fist, they would have played the fist on the rocks veteran and just killed both your creatures.
Unless they were sandbagging for some weird reason, but that doesn't even make that much sense, right?
Yeah, well, they ended the card. They ended the game with exactly one card in their hand. It was the rocks veteran. So they needed to have drawn fist and volatile claws within the last two turns.
All right, whatever. I'll accept that loss. I mean, this hand's fine. It's not like better than fine, but I would not mulligan it. I'm always playing the 2/2 there, I think.
Really?
Well, you just wanted Edict?
Yeah, just because if they play a Spring Moon Giant here, like, well, wouldn't that have been super bad for you if they play Spring Moon Dryad?
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess I'm gonna just play Landsego now.
Yeah, Exclude is very good here.
Agreed, because they're incentivized to just play. If it's trumpeting herd, I'm gonna be so sad.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be hilarious.
Ooh, maybe they had it all along and I just dodged a
Well, they
bullet.
did. They just wanted to like eat you. But like Spring Moon Drive would have been really bad for us.
Yeah, that's fair. So I dodged a bullet, is what you're saying.
Yeah, your opponent just got greedy and wanted to deal 8 instead of 4.
Okay. Ooh. I think I
Yeah,
want both
we're
of
cooking
those.
the gas train.
So I'd probably Edict this turn and Mana War next turn and attack next turn.
Yeah, that seems fine. Well, I actually like attacking this turn
Oh,
because
sure.
we're not blocking.
So, real question is, what's the likelihood they actually activate this turn? It's like basically zero, right?
Well, yeah, it would take 3 mana, so they'd have to play a 2-drop and like, yeah, I think we're fine at least seeing what happens. Ew, what's going on?
It's really interesting that they have this card in their deck. And when I say interesting, I mean I think this card is very bad. I'm gonna just Mana War the Rhyme Stag, right?
Well, I think you attack first with both your creatures,
Oh, sure. Sure.
and then more.
You don't know what any of these cards are, Mike? Oh, I guess you didn't draft much Modern Horizons, that's fair. Well, I'm definitely gonna bounce this now.
Yeah, the stag.
Because if they blocked here, then maybe... No, I would still bounce the Stag, right?
Yeah.
I'm not playing the Smoke Shroud yet because I don't know clearly what I want to do with it yet. Yo, what's up, Nox? We went 2-1 in the first draft with a white-red silver deck. We killed our opponent in round 3 on turns 5 and 5, 2 games in a row.
Yep.
Should I just block?
Yeah, I think the trade is fine here.
Okay, they wouldn't let me trade. Alright. I think I should Smoke Shroud the Mana War and attack with both of those and say go.
I want to smoke shroud the Man War, kill the 4/4, and attack everything.
Oh, okay, that's fair as well. Whoops. I was about to target their creature with the Smoke Shroud. That would have been quite bad.
Oh, yeah. That would be actually opening all the chests down.
No, probably opening all of the chests is better than that. I mean, opening all of your chests is not actually bad.
Well, it's a callback.
Sure. Do you think they'll block now?
I don't know.
I think they're actually supposed to, but okay.
Like, I think they're supposed to too, but a lot of people just have ranges that are really weird. So I've made even more bizarro plays online than I would normally.
Oh, that's a good reason not to. All right. Well, that
Yeah.
kind of sucks a lot. Shit.
Yeah, if your opponent is playing white and it's not red white, I just assume that they always have Winds of Abandon.
No, we did not win a trophy yet. Do I have rain in my main deck? I don't, right? Okay.
Nope.
All right, we're probably dead now. I hate siding in Spell Snuff for that card as well. Do I have a Prohibit I can side in instead? I don't.
Nope, we didn't prohibit. We took some other card.
All right, I'm probably dead now.
You're extremely dead.
I could draw.
Nope.
Oh.
We put that card back to their hand.
Good beats. That really sucked.
Yep.
I think we were actually ahead if that didn't happen.
We were very ahead. And then, yeah, they just murdered all our creatures. I like things that let us play long in this matchup. So yeah, I like Pondering Mage.
Should I take out Choking Tethers then?
I like Choking Tethers.
I don't have much I could cut this if you think it's going to be bad.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that card.
Could cut like second smoke shroud, I guess.
Yeah, it seemed like our opponent wasn't trading much anyway. If their game plan is,
Overload wins. Oh, we didn't get a spell snuff either, so I just have to be careful about it.
yeah,
No chance I want to do this even versus wins, right?
yeah, yeah, that not an aggravator. I think this is good.
All right, man. Freaking wins of abandon.
It was
Ugh.
so rough. The ball was definitely in our court too.
Yeah, I mentioned trying to mind rake wins, and we decided not to. But I think I'm
That's
gonna,
solid.
yeah, I'm gonna keep because the Crypt Rats I think is really good versus them as well.
Yes.
Obviously, the issue is we don't have blue for this card, this
Boy.
card, this card.
Well, I wasn't a fan of the winter stress in the deck, but I guess it's good here. We just happen to have the one of three snowlands. But I really hate winter's rest and like not snow decks.
Oh, maybe I should have cut it then, but I left it and it looks fine here. So c'est la vie.
Yes, it's too late to retroactively cut it now, but
We could technically cut it.
you can cut cards in between the
You,
rounds.
yeah, you can. Yeah. So I'll probably do that for whatever you think is better. Yeah, I think trying to mind rake wins is unreliable plan. Knox, Nathaniel Knox. Um, that's why I think Thien wasn't so high on it as well, right?
Yeah. Also, just being in an aggro mirror, uh, especially on the playing mind rake just seems like not where you want to be at all.
Do you actually like it more on the draw, where you can trade a few times and then mind rot them?
Well, it's better on the draw
Yeah,
because your opponent's like, if your opponent does have it, you have a higher chance of playing it. But the reason why I don't like it on the play or draw this matchup is because they're putting on a lot of pressure.
they have literal 2 mana 4/4s of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yep,
So it's just really hard to find a turn where like we can ever mind rake. And the nightmare scenario is that we just end the game a mind rake in our hand that we couldn't play at all.
yep. That is certainly the disaster scenario.
Yeah.
And our opponent is AFK or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Or ghosting you.
So Ari just tweeted a photo of Mardu snow changelings.
Nice.
Was it? Do you think it was him? Oh no, there's no Arkham's Astrolabe in Ari's deck, so it was not him. Thank you for the tag, DC Sports. Oh, perfect draw. I kind of hope our opponent wins our Putrid Goblin.
It's just so awkward that your opponent has like an aggressive plan we have to play against and wins of den we have to play against as well.
Yeah, because what it means is you have to thread the needle instead of just trying to play a pure aggro mirror, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is one thing I hate about the ninja deck. I think its mana is like kind of bad because like you basically have to be split, and then cards like Crypt Rats and Defile warp your mana as well. But it's generally okay, I think.
I have it as my best archetype.
I mean, I think it's the best archetype, but I think the mana can be finicky, is what I'm saying.
There are many double costed cards. Like Defile is the most restricted part of your mana.
Yep. Well, Crypt Rats too in this deck, obviously.
Yeah.
What avatar is this? I don't even know. somewhat cowardish one. Alright, well, we're not dead yet, but we're going to need a land probably the next turn to
We
compete.
didn't turn to rhyme stack.
Ironically, this card is...
Boarding out second smoke shroud.
I
Galaxy
guess,
Brain.
yeah. We will offer the trade. Land? This might be a fast draft, Thien, for the worst.
That would be unfortunate.
It's unfortunate because I believe this deck is actually pretty good.
Agreed. Your opponent also got fairly lucky getting fifth within the 2 draws in the last game. But I think your opponent has a pretty bad hand.
I'm going to just attack and see what they do.
Or I think we get to play more Mantle.
I'm going to attack and see what they do. Unless if you think I shouldn't. I guess I could.
We hold that.
Okay. Then I should just say go and try to exclude something. If it's literal trumpeting herd, I'm going to be so annoyed again.
Well, if it was trumpeting herd, they would have played it last time.
Oh, sure. So they can't have trumpeting herd in their hand unless they drew it.
Hot take trumpeting herd.
All right. Well,
we did it.
We did it. Oh, no land still? Kind of sucks. But
well, we're going to make a good draw because they're not going to block. And then we have a 1/1 to block their best war.
Yep. Now I believe this attack is...
Ingenious Infiltrator still this time. My bad.
I'm going to do this one, though.
No. You should do Infiltrator because you can replay the Goblin and still have the same movement movie the turn after.
Sure. You would have shrouded the Goblin? Why? That doesn't seem very good. We are super insulated versus wins because our hand's just all gas.
Yes.
If they wins us, we'll probably just unload and play like 2 spells the next turn. Also, we have Crypt Rats behind if something really bad happens. They're probably winsing us.
I don't think so.
Oh, well, thank you.
Wow. Crypt Rats just looks galaxy. That's so smart.
It looks really, really good right here, right? I wish we would stop drawing these, though. This is a forced play, I think. Otherwise, that's just too much damage.
I agree.
I don't really want to attack with this, but should I play the Crypt Rats this turn?
Yeah, I'd play Crypt Rats with this.
Yeah, if they wins me, it's still not that bad because I can still unload like 3 things on them, right?
Yeah, you want them to win here.
Well, I don't really want to because I think I could probably.
You do. You get 3 islands. Like you get 3 islands. You can play, and you can just like play everything. It's great.
Savage Swipe? Okay. This is fine. If this is all that's happening, we're probably fine. What is this? 1 power or less? So nothing?
Yeah, they have nothing.
Alright. I think I'm going to Smoke Shroud this and attack.
Well,
actually,
4, 5, 1.
What happens if I
just if you just attack with the Goblin?
Oh, I see. Should I Smoke Shroud or not?
And then play.
Alright. Should I Smoke Shroud it or not?
No, because don't you need the mana to recast the Goblin?
Sure. And I don't think they're going to ever block here, right?
No.
It's just such a bad block for them. Although, I've seen crazier things happen on this stream tonight, so...
Oh, yeah.
Alright, gas. 2 triggers if you let the damage happen.
Yeah, so now we have a block for the best block and we get to draw a card.
It's pretty nuts.
Yes.
I'm going to leave up Defile, I guess, but... It's actually pretty hard for us to have Defile here. shit.
Oh, God!
That's not great. Oh wait,
It's a
one,
good thing
two,
we get the
three.
3/3 element.
Should I just quad block?
Yeah, quad block.
Yeah, I don't need more cards to win this game, right?
Yeah.
If they have something, so be
They
it.
would have win because they would have wins and murdered us. So we're in great shape.
Smoke sharding would also let them kill the ninja. That's a good point. If they have another tornado, I think the probability they have another tornado is quite low. All right. Well, that actually worked out fine. I'll say fine.
Yeah.
I think I should smoke shroud now
Yes, agreed.
and attack. Well, whoops. All right, I'll play my snowland because I can actually save it. I'm not going to attack with this one, I think.
No, yeah, only Moonblade seems great.
I guess I can say go, right?
2, 5, 7. I actually like playing Pondering Mage here. Because we survive if they top deck wins.
Okay. All right. I guess it's too late, but kind of think this is maybe not a good idea. I think leaving up the Strix is better versus wins, though, right? By a lot.
Yeah, it's better, but like we already know that they didn't have it, otherwise they would have just won the turn before.
I'm gonna, well, I guess if I draw that, then I can scry too, but
that's still not that good because we're
Yeah.
still just rocking on a random card anyway.
okay, that's better. It's better now that our Winter's Rest is gone.
Yeah.
Okay, they probably just have a land that they're going to discard to that. If they attack with this, what do I block with? Probably just Putrid Goblin?
Yeah.
A double block doesn't seem that good to me because they would just get to kill that. Alright, now I think I can just leave up Blizzard Strix because I have literally nothing else going on. Nice. Another illusion. I didn't bother attacking with this because I don't believe it changes.
Oh, they ripped it. They ripped it. This is
So hold on. I can.
No, we if we diabolic edict them, they sacrifice a 2/2.
Yeah, but
and then we can just end of turn Blizzard Strix the Vessel Arc and then attack them for lethal.
Oh, sure. Okay.
If they somehow Galaxy Brain and like not attack with the Vessel Arc for some reason.
Well, but we're at 10. It's. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to let them attack, wasn't I?
Well, it doesn't matter. Like, you have a flying.
Is there anything they could have?
They get an Elvish Fury. Boom!
That's really
Get
funny.
out of here.
We did have EOT lethal in there, but this actually made it a lot safer, I suppose. What's up, Shroud? Did you get a different trophy, Shroud? So we beat the Winds.
Well, we beat it once. There's still.
I know. We were mana screwed and now we're mana flooded. Kind of insane.
Well, it's not really mana flooded. You did get 7 lands out of your deck. And drew like a lot of cards.
Yeah, we only have 14 cards left in our deck. And this is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Three more 2/1s since the Yawgmoth deck. Yeah, I told Thien about the Yawgmoth deck. That was nice. That was nice though. Should we mind break on the draw? Probably still no, right?
Well, now that we know that they have the Marasa, like helping them put a land in the graveyard is definitely not ideal.
Probably just leave this alone then, right?
Uh,
I think we need
yeah,
this still, even though they showed one tornado, because it's just so high impact to put on
yeah, I
removal.
think first smoke trap is good.
I'm gonna just
And
leave it
yeah,
alone then.
Winter's Rest is definitely insane in the matchup, seeing as how they have 8/8s and we don't have a good way to get rid of those.
Otherwise, try to block with that, or try to choking tethers it for a turn, or try to mana war it. So
Quad block.
the quad bot worked. All right,
It did.
our opponent has generous gift, which is good to know about.
Well, the opponent chose to draw Winds of Abandon on the wrong turn.
It's true. If it had been a different turn, then things might have been a lot different, actually. All right, no wins. Come on, just no wins. Yeah, I also believe Beast Within is not good in the format Nox. I think it's not good in most limited formats, right? Beast Within.
It's good when your opponent is mana screwed and you blow up their second land.
It's actually, I think, a lot of the time better to just convert it into a 3/3 on your own land when you're flooded.
Agreed. I actually don't hate it as like 3/3 flash. That being said, I don't play it ever, but the versatility between like destroying a problematic enchantment or problematic permanent and 3/3 flash, I can understand why people play it.
Probably have to keep this, but it's not the most insane hand. Fairy Seer. Fairy Seer. Ain't it? I do have Undead Augur in my deck, so playing Swamp on one is probably correct.
It's very correct. I would have been very sad if you played turn 1 Island.
Do I have to do this?
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be worth so much damage. It is a good turn to use this.
Yeah.
Also, our opponent has Frostwalk Bastion in their deck, so they're really heavy on the snow aggro theme.
It might just be free for them.
Well, they're white-green, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
it is a colorless land, right?
It is, but it's a basic waste that has upside.
Sure.
Ooh, one of the reasons why I don't like Winter's Rest. But this is
Yeah.
fine.
It's okay, though. I'm just going to have to deal with not casting that until they generous gift or fuck with my Winter's Rest.
Well, the upside is that if they only play the Stag, we're a favorite to Moonbase Shinobi.
All right. I'm my favorite.
Yeah, I think we're still good to do it.
Probably Shinobi's better, actually, right? Because I think we're going to be fighting for board. Plus, it also lets me ninja that in next turn off the token.
Yeah, agreed.
If they block here, it'll be kind of interesting. I actually would not be unhappy if they blocked here, but
it would be your opponent would be so smart if they block there.
Yeah, they would be really smart. But fortunately, it didn't happen, so we get a 1/1. And we will recast the Mana War. Probably on the Bellowing Elk by this point.
I don't think so. If they have no other plays, I'm bouncing their 2/2 to make it on a 1/1.
Alright. Really wish we had drawn an island there.
Yeah, I mean, that would be insane.
But I'm down for this. I guess we're actually like kind of doing okay in this race somehow. Is Bear Blossom better when it doesn't ding you for one a turn? Opponent probably has Tornado. That makes sense.
Yeah, good call.
Well, blocking does actual nothing except... Ooh. Alright. I'm not going to cast that. So I guess I just
I
attack
think
with
we just
those.
attack with Manowar and the 2/1/1s, right?
Yep. I don't think they'll block again, which is nice because then we can sneak in the Ingenious Infiltrator.
Yes. They'll never see it coming.
Oh, they blocked. Oh, so they're just gonna burn Elvish Fury here? Alright, real... I think I do actually turn one of the 1/1 fires into this.
Agreed.
Now that I know that they can't really do anything else, this looks kind of nice.
Well, it also seems like they don't have another creature because they recast the stag. So if we play the Venomous Changeling, they might not be able to attack.
I think they might actually have white cards in their hand.
Well, that seems obvious.
Yeah. Well, I was actually fine trading the Manowar for Fury. I think that's a fine exchange for us.
Yeah.
Yes, Diabolic Edict is bad versus Winter's Rest. Come on, lay off. Lay off. Damn.
Well, I just like attacking with Venomous Changeling.
And 1/1.
Or I think we just go for the Smoke Shroud here.
On which one? Probably Venomous Changeling?
I think Venomous Changeling, if it trades with the 4/2, like, that's actually very good for us.
So then it should be Mistblade Shinobi, I think.
Yeah, I agree. That will also put them on their 2-turn clock if they don't have Tornado.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But I feel like if
they conceded. Nice.
Because if they had Tornado, they probably would have cycled it to try to get a plane.
I agree. That's why I actually think it was low likelihood that Tornado, right?
Yeah. Damn it, AMAS is 21. Alright, I'm jumping off immediately after this and getting my 21st and 22nd trophy.
Alright, well, thanks for showing up. I guess I'll probably call it quits unless...
No, I'll finish up the draft with you.
Yeah, but no, I mean, you don't want to do another one is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I could recruit Shroud to sub in for you for a draft.
We've cast a shoe drop on turn 2 so few times that this mediocre hand is like actually exciting for me.
Lyapunov. That sounds like a Russian mathematician, actually. But I have not been looking at the Ikoria stuff yet. Frankly, I'm kind of like meh about most of it. I don't really like the idea of companion, personally.
So does companion just means you start with a card outside the game and you can cast it?
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, I kind of hate that.
Yeah, it seems pretty insane.
Yeah, the Lyapunov condition applies to the central limit theorem, I think, if is what I'm remembering correctly. And then we're just gonna play Throat Seeker.
Yep.
It's actually different from Commander because you can only cast it once. Like, if it dies, you can't recast it, which is sort of a key distinction. Oh, starting 8 cards in hand, sure. Yeah, that part of it is the same.
Yeah.
If they're I might just... God damn it. They probably named Ninja?
It'd be insane if they didn't name Ninja.
Wait, what the hell happened? Did you see how my wait, they named Zombie? Okay, fine, whatever.
Ooh.
Alright, hear me out. What if I Smoke Shroud that?
Attack with both and then, yeah, that seems great.
Because they're almost a lock to block this, right?
Yeah, but even if they don't, that's still great.
Yep. Yeah, the one black white creature does seem like it fits in Underworld Breach deck. All right. Did you really play into Smoke Shaper, opponent? Oh, that's fine. That actually is fine. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Any
not.
single time my opponent is casting the card Strings in the first 4 turns, I'm actively excited.
Unless if they're killing you. Oh, people are having fun at your apartment.
Yeah, it's popping here.
Do you think we're gonna win with our mini Baneslayer Angel?
Yes.
Yeah, that's also my take on it. No, this card is real bad. Versus, oh, that's not great. Nox was asking if you got to draft the Spice Control deck, and I think that what did you say? You did not draft it whatsoever, right?
The what deck?
The Spice Control. Oh shit! I did this in the wrong order. I was actually supposed to do this, discarding that, then play that.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
But I'm still supposed to play that, so. Actually, I could just discard this. This is going to be a 1/3.
I was going to say you could discard that since how it has 0 power in top us. Or, sorry, just 0 power.
Yeah, but I don't want the Smoke Shroud on my Changeling. I want it on my Throat Seeker, so. It's kind of annoying that this actually is a good answer to Smoke Shroud. Like, Winter's Rest is an excellent answer. Wow, what a lucker.
It's only 8 ticks.
Yeah, but that's 8 tickets. Yeah, it is right, actually. Land would be good. That's also good, actually. I can mana more this.
Exactly. And your opponent can only block 1 creature, and they already know the trick, so.
Well, they can block 2 creatures, right?
Well, they're not going to just chump their 1/2.
Oh, sure. Yeah, this was excellent.
It is. Some would say it is best possible.
So probably the correct block is to block here and block there then? No, that's not correct. Yeah, this is actually... should I just return the Mastercore?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fine actually. I think the card disadvantage is not going to matter. I know. Just looking pretty far ahead, despite all the things that happened this game. I guess they burned Unsummon for basically no value.
Yeah, playing the Strings there made... Well, the block was weird and stuff.
I think I'm just going to cast this on this and see what happens.
Yep, weird. Wait, don't you... Whatever.
Wait, what did you want to do?
Cast it with 2 islands?
Well... Oh, I see. Yes. That would have been... No, I would still have to play the land out, right? So then I can't play both of these?
Well, you can't play both of them.
Right, so it's actually irrelevant, right?
Well, the difference is that you can discard the land the next turn for the Mastercore.
Oh, sure. Okay, that is actually a big difference. Alright, only attacking with Smoke Shaper now. Because that's a 2/3.
Yeah.
What? Did you want to attack with this for some reason?
Yeah, I was gonna say that we should have just played the Mastercore instead.
You think?
3/6.
I don't think so. But also if they have nothing, they're kind of screwed because they have to trump here.
Yeah.
Alright, they have no cards in hand.
Alright.
Okay, well, you're dead. It's not snow, right? Because that would actually be the biggest beat.
Choking Tethers is bananas.
Yeah. Modern Horizons is quite high for me. I don't know if I would have it number one, but it's like definitely top five.
What card?
No, the draft formats.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely a top five for me, too.
What are
I'm a
you?
fan of Mind Rake in this matchup.
Of what?
Mind Rake?
Okay, yeah. I also like Mind Rake versus Snow decks, actually. I'm going to cut Lesser Mastercore, I think.
Yeah.
Do I want Rain of Revelation?
I think Rain of Revelation and Pondering Mage are pretty good in this matchup.
What do you want to cut?
I'm not a fan of Venomous Changeling.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's not how the games play out. This card doesn't really do anything.
Well, yeah, if we're blocking their big creatures, like, the game is just very out of control for us. I like Third Smoke Shroud as well.
Should I cut Winter's Rest?
Yeah.
It's only good versus Conifer Worm. It's pretty good versus Conifer Worm, but I can actually handle the Conifer Worm.
Yeah, I just like attacking them down and having I like Third Smoke Shroud a lot for that game plan.
Should I cut Crypt Rats? I should probably cut Crypt Rats, actually, right? Unless if you like it as a fireball.
I like it as fireball. Actually, Mind Rake, I'm okay with not playing Mind Rake just because we do have triple Smoke Shroud.
Okay, sure. So that's the game plan you'd rather pursue.
Yeah. Like we saw how soft our opponent was to Smoke Shroud.
It was pretty soft, yeah. What are you chuckling at?
My roommate sent me a video and it's just really weird.
Everyone's having a blast over there, huh?
Yeah. I mean, spending time with roommates is sweet, but I really need to lock down that trophy lead.
That's fair. All right. I'll probably call it quits after this one, unfortunately, y'all, because Thien, I mean, two drafts is a lot to ask for someone to stream, anyways. But Thien has a goal, and it's to be the trophy leader forever.
I did break my first goal of getting 20 trophies, or being the first person to get 20 trophies.
I instinctively kept this hand. That might have been a mistake, actually, but
no, I think it's solid.
The issue is in this matchup, like, you actually do need a lot of your resources, I think, as well. Island, please. Island, Bjor. We won game one, right? It's yes. 9-8 Nox. There's 9 swamps, 8 islands because we have Defile and Crypt Rats, so that's why it's skewed, and an Undead Augur. But obviously it's going to suck if I don't draw a Blue Source soon. A Blue Source next turn will probably not be too late, but I think the turn after might be too late.
Yeah. Unless our opponent has just kept like Astrolabe, Wellspring, and nothing but planets.
They're floating white? Oh, that's... I mean...
It's fine.
It's fine.
We're going very... Ooh, yes!
Do you think they'll block this turn? Do you think they'll just chump?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying that, Nox. I think the mana base in this Ninja's deck is awful. Our specific one is not great, is what I mean. But
we're drawing poorly. I actually think 9-8 is like pretty typical and totally fine. Dude, don't do it. Hear me out. So you attack for 2,
yeah,
and then you play the Crip Rats, and then next turn you make the same attack, and then you smoke shroud the Crip Rats, and then you can just smoke all their things and keep Crip Rats.
sure. Okay, we'll try that.
Because they missed their land drop, and if we're going down to just like a Squirrel's Mass Attrition game, we can definitely beat that. At least with the resources that we have.
Mob? This looks like mob to me.
Yep.
Alright. Sure, that's fine.
Wait. You could have paid 1.
Oh shit. You're right. I definitely was supposed to because I think the damage will matter a lot more to us.
Yes. Well, also they would have 1 less squirrel.
Right. This is kind of insane. Like, even though we only have 8 islands, to go to turn 6 on the draw without a blue source is magic sometimes. It's improbable is how I'll actually put it. Alright, I didn't think they would block here, but apparently they are.
Yes.
I guess I just have to accept that they're blocking.
Yep.
I wish they paid a life to block. That's kind of cool. Alright, whatever. Still casting. Definitely should have... Yeah, that scroll should not be there, and... I think attacking is fine, though.
Yeah, I agree. I'm totally fine.
Because I think the way we win this game is bluffing damage through, but they decided to call and got paid off.
Well, they called the second time.
The first time they just had mob. Yeah. Island is still maybe good enough to win this game, actually.
Yeah, it looks like they have a very reactive hand. Because if they had a Haymaker, I would have slammed it in this board.
Alright, I'm not going to test their metal again because they were... because, like, the first time you see that they do that, you actually... they're actually more likely to do it again. I guess it lets them cycle the Islet, but whatever.
I think they actually would have just made a swirl and blocked it instead of animating the... Because animating would have made them tap them out anyway.
Alright, I don't think I want to block. I don't think that accomplishes much. Although we're getting close to the point where I probably should block. Yo, I don't think, like...
Yeah, I think the game's out of our hands. We can't...
Eight turns in a row without drawing a blue source is pretty unreal, I think.
It's probably the next card.
Probably. I'll draw to make sure, though. If it'll let me draw. Alright, it was only 10 cards deep. So 17 cards into our deck, we would have hit a blue source. I don't think I want to change anything, really.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Like, if we didn't have the smoke shrouds, I would suggest bringing in Mind Rake and the Lesser Manicore to snipe off the tokens. But I don't think that's a winning game plan against Snow.
Yeah, I think the beatdown plan is a lot better. I think I'm supposed to mulligan, actually.
Absolutely.
Alright, this is fine, at least. Two fairies here is actually really... I'm going to ship Swamp.
Agreed.
Because, like, if I actually need a land, I can probably scry into it.
Yep.
Alright, come on, just show me Ingenious Infiltrator.
Which one is that?
Blizzard Strix.
Oh, I bought them both.
Yeah, I think I can do way better. We won the previous match, but we're in round 3, game 3 at 1-1 with the Ninja deck.
I think it's still just fair here.
Yeah. Well, we have a game plan. Do I keep the Mana War even though I don't have a land?
No, I think We
Yeah,
definitely top the infiltrator, but we want to bottom the Manowar.
yeah, I agree. Drawing a land would be quite nice.
It would be.
We actually have
But
a
we have a
lot
very,
of
very, very functional game plan if we don't.
yeah. Like if they don't have anything too great here, we can actually be fine, like completely fine still.
I believe we could work for like 2 or 3 turns.
So they just drew Astrolabe this turn
Yep.
because it obviously doesn't make any sense otherwise.
Yeah.
And they could have no. There's nothing that interacts with Infiltrator for
Nope.
1 mana.
We're getting in there.
All right, I one would be the nuts.
It would be.
All right, we'll take that too though. I'm not greedy.
Beggars can't be choosers.
I guess I kind of was begging. What? Okay, that was not expected.
Oh, we can just attack. We don't even have to play any spells.
I know. I'm debating if I want to do this to scry into a land though.
No, I think you want to attack first.
Really? Like
Because if you Moonblade, because if you Moonblade, you get to draw a card.
oh sure, sure.
And that's so
Oh,
much better. Than
okay,
playing.
sure. I forgot that I can just put the Moonblade in, even, and I draw 2 cards.
Yes.
Wow.
That's why I was very confused why you didn't want to just.
Oh yeah. This is clearly correct. Wow.
Boom,
We're just giving them. Did I mulligan this game? It doesn't look like it.
Yeah. Very much mulliganed. We bottomed a land, and also, yeah, we bottomed a land twice.
I think I'm just gonna top both and probably draw the island first.
Yes, agreed.
But I think my opponent's just dead, actually.
Yeah, this is why the Ninja's deck is insane.
I mean, usually this card is so broken. I see. Okay. I guess it's time to put Smoke Shroud on this one.
We know they have String of Disappearance, so I'd rather just Diabolic Edict them and attack them everything.
They have a Eula's Influence in play.
Oh yeah, good point.
I don't.
Do the trap turn.
I think playing doing the thing you described is actually really not good. All right, my opponent didn't want to play anymore. See, good job. All right,
2/2/1s.
All right. Can I talk you into doing the draft portion of one draft, then having you leave?
Sure, that's fine.
All right. We're gonna try to draft a different deck, but we've drafted 2 really archetypal decks of this format: white red and blue black. Those are like 2 of the mainstay archetypes, you would say, right?
I'd say the main archetypes are blue, black, ninjas, and snow.
Dude, Nox, the spice control deck has not been opened in any of the drafts I've tried to draft it in. It's kind of sad.
It's gonna. I don't know. I don't know when you're supposed to pick any of the cards. I don't know how the deck wins. I wing sharded and spliced for 5, and it just didn't matter because the cards suck or don't have text. It's a really bizarre deck.
I think basically Sam and those people who figured out how to draft it, props to them, but it's not everyone. It's not really for everyone. Was this the person we just played against? I think so. They just hopped into a draft too. I think I haven't looked at the pack closely, but I think I'm going to take Firebolt. And in fact, I am going to take Firebolt. Is so insane. Like
I'm very happy all the time to have that in my deck.
Yep. This is actually one of the best cards in the Splice deck too, but it's just great in every deck. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't know if it's good in the Spice deck or not, because when I tried it, it was quite bad.
One other thing. I appreciate everyone hanging out. If you have a spare Twitch Prime sub or you want to donate to Thien's charity in my name, both are welcome. Just gonna shout that out. And what's your charity name? The Bark?
The Crisis Center.
Okay. Well, I might tweet that out at some point when it's the season.
I'll send you a link tonight. Ooh. I would definitely take Edition text. Oh no, there's Genesis!
I hate red green. I think red green is awful. personally.
Well, that would just be green and something else. People really don't like Genesis. It's just wild to me.
All right.
The card is just moat.
Okay. Do you want to take
Don't get me
Genesis
wrong,
then?
I love red black, and
I also love red black. I think red black is so good. Even average red black decks are great still.
yeah,
So I'm actually gonna take the expert, even though I understand that
yeah.
like
Let's take it. It's just so bizarre. We live in a world where like people are just passing Genesis third, fourth, fifth, sixth million.
well this pack blows. Oh, I'm gonna take Sinkhole if that's crazy.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I actually think that deck's not that bad.
What do you think the best card in the pack actually is?
Um, well, I think the best card is Landwar Tribe.
What? I've never played this card. Really? It's so hard to cast and doesn't do anything.
It makes 3 mana. It's 3 Landwar Elves.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love this card in every deck. It's just so good.
Yeah, agreed. So yeah, after the Landwar Tribe, I think Choking Feathers and Smoke Shaper.
Dude, can we just do it? Can we just force?
God, I really hate that card, but
Really?
yeah.
This card is fine.
It's
Would
it's
you rather
pretty
take
neat.
Would you rather take Venomous Changeling?
I would,
Okay.
just because it's like very, very solid out of the board.
I might just start it as well. It's a sliver as well.
Yeah, it's a sliver and a goblin. Like Venomous Changeling is like has a lot of upside for the tribal stuff.
Nox, we changed our mind. I changed my mind. Don't give me grief, Nathaniel. Or give me grief, so be it. Phantasmal form's not great unless you're blue-red, in my opinion. Like, Phantasmal form is actually a blue-red gold card. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
I mean, you can put it in your ninja deck, but it's still not, like, great.
Well, the problem is that if you're paying that mana, you're not ninjaing cards. It's
Okay.
just so hard to be able to play that card and ninja at the same time.
I'm going to take Aeneas Elemental over the rest of these cards.
Yep.
Note, 1 is Synergy. Oh. I guess I just slug. Yeah, I'll slug, right?
Yeah.
Alright, 1 synergy that happens in Black Red specifically for Igneous Elemental is this one. And this one, and this one. So, I don't... Kind of looks like Red-Black is wide open.
Yeah.
I believe Hollowhead Sliver is still the best card in the pack.
Agreed.
You're giving grief. This deck is 2 streams short of being playable. I don't even know what that means. This is not a Stream of Thought deck. So the Stream of Thought deck was explained to me multiple times, and I still couldn't draft it. Like, I just... It's not for me.
I read the primer 3 times. I had someone explain it to me, and I still felt I was not drafting correctly, even though I had the Everdream, 2 Splicer skills, 2 Weather the Storm, and I had all the cards. And I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm definitely not doing this right.
I'm going to take Ward-Eye Witch, but
yeah,
we're pretty set for 3s, I think, now. I don't think I want more 3 drops. Somehow we don't have any 4s, which is kind of surprising. Like, every deck in this format gets clogged on 4s if they're a creature deck, is my opinion.
Well, the 2 times we had the chance to take Rank Officer, we just took a better card.
Yeah. I love Rank Officer too, but you don't need too many of them.
Oh, that's really funny. I don't like the card at all.
Oh, I think it's really good because it gives your deck a lot of reach in the late game.
It does, but the stats on both the creatures that it makes is pretty bad. It gets heavily punished by Manowar. The fact that your 4-drop trades with 2 drops is like pretty poopy, and it costs you a card to do it.
I never attack with the Rank Officer. It just domes my opponent for 2 repeatedly outside of the red zone. So that's why. It's also great with Gluttonous Slug for what it's worth.
Yes, I think being good with Bloodslug is solid.
Stream is Aetherlink. Wow, that is that's one of the more absurd statements I've read tonight. Nathaniel Knox says stream is just Aetherlink.
I actually like Axe.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna start it, but I might. We'll see where the deck actually ends up.
I very rarely start it, but there's so many matchups that are the decks are soft to Axe.
Quakefoot is a fine card. All right,
Yeah.
it's a good thing I didn't. It's a good thing I didn't take it the first time.
To take.
All right, see ya, Knox. Have fun playing Minecraft. A game I've literally never played in my life, and I don't plan to. Oh, we could take 7 tickets again, and we're not giving up very much, so sweet.
There's literally nothing like you could take Goat Nap to hedge.
I would actually probably take Igneous Elemental over the Goat Nap.
I think if we were taking the 7/6, I would take the Smoke Shaker. Yeah.
Yeah. There was a foil Battle Screech in that pack. Ooh, there's a mob in this pack. I actually
Battle Screeches. Someone's getting hooked up.
I like this card actually, but I think mob is generally better.
Yeah.
Occasionally
Force of Rage a lot.
Occasionally Force of Rage is actually better than mob. Right?
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you a funny story about Force of Rage? It involves a team draft versus Wizards of the Coast employees.
Sure.
First, I'll highlight a card in this pack, which is probably Rank Officer.
Yeah.
All right. So it's you remember GP Seattle, the Modern Horizons Limited GP, right?
Yep.
All right. So after day 2 finishes, all of the GPs finished. We end up back at Michael Majors, Andrew Brown, and Dan Musser's place. Like they all live together, and we do a 3v3 Modern Horizons draft. So in the draft, me, Ben Whites, and Andrew Brown all end up black-red, and all 3 of our opponents are just like random green decks. And in the middle of a match, Michael Major says, I guess I would lose to Force of Rage, but no one plays that card because that card is awful. And Ben White just obliterates Majors with a Force of Rage hard cast or alt cast during combat.
I love it.
Yeah. It's just was somebody just showing disdain for sweet. We're gonna need more goblins, but it's so funny that they just showed disdain for the card and got obliterated by it.
Yeah, I don't really understand why people hate the card because that's like
it's actually Wing Shard / Ball Lightning split card.
Yeah,
that's literally what it is.
For free.
Yeah, it's so hard to play around. Like there are times where I've played, I'm like, wow, my opponent has Force of Rage, I actually get screwed.
And well, your opponent always gets the freebie for the first one.
Yeah.
But then you have the fear for every subsequent one.
Yeah. I've also seen people get obliterated by Force of Despair. Shroud, like, earlier today, Shroud got obliterated by Force of Despair, and it was pretty saddening, but, you know, sometimes that shit happens.
Yep.
Too long didn't read version. Forces are good.
Yeah, playing spells for free. Unsurprisingly, very, very good.
I think I've definitely free cast Force of Virtue, and it was pretty good. I'm gonna take Pyrophobia.
Yep.
This pack has no other cards I really want.
Our deck is looking real nice.
We need more goblins, but
well, we think we got a 4th pick munitions expert out of this pack. I feel pretty good about getting like every goblin miniature.
Yeah. Oh, Goblin War Party would be good.
Yeah.
I'm looking to cut these 2 cards really.
Yeah.
Yeah, this deck is pretty good. I think definitely being black-red was correct this draft. Trying to draft the stream splice deck, I think would have ended disastrously.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know what our deck would look like. I think it would just be a pile of cards with no plan.
I think red, green, snow would have been fine.
Oh, sure. I think oh, well.
Oh dear, just kidding.
Yeah. How many munitions experts is
I have a deck right now with 3 munitions experts, 5 and a ball lightning. I really want to get first, so I'm. This is making me excited to play it.
Sweet. Well, best of luck there. I believe you're gonna win. Armath, it's more of a stream of thought control deck, but it has Splicer skill and Everdream.
So the thing that I don't get is how you don't just die immediately. Because when I was playing the deck, I was like, man, I really want to do these cool things where I spend 7 mana to do a bunch of things.
I'm gonna take
But I'm
Changeling Outcast for sure.
Yeah.
It's a cheap goblin. All I want to do is curve goblins into the experts, and it like attacks, and it has synergy with Hollow Head Sliver if I can't attack for some reason.
Yep. And it has synergy with Mob.
All right, so this is another card that Rank Officer actually works pretty well with, but I'm not sure I'm going to want to put that in my deck.
I like it for the board.
Well, you could also make an argument for a Goblin Champion,
No,
right?
you can't.
No, I can't.
No, you can't.
All right. I might start this as well, depending on what the deck actually looks like.
Well, you're already at 18 playables, so unless the next deck doesn't have 5 playables, like you're most likely not sending that card.
Armath, yeah, the Splice, you can't draft the Splice deck without having Everdream or Splicer Skill. That's actually how the deck works. Like, it actually is not functional. I'm going to take Goat Nap, I think.
Agreed.
There's a small chance we end up like some weird version that plays the card, but not yet. I don't like Feaster that much. For all of the same reasons that...
Dislike Feaster.
What's that?
I really dislike Feaster.
So do
consolidating is super punishing in this format.
Yeah, I said the same thing to Trout, and Trout's like, I think you're wrong, and I'm like, well, I think you're wrong, and then we just left it at that. Because we couldn't agree. But I've had really bad experiences with Feaster, essentially.
You think they can take the second glacial revelation?
I remember when this card was actually good because you could draft a functionally good snow deck, and this would be like a draw for.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mana War is the enemy of Feaster of whatever. I think I'm gonna take Reckless Charge actually. Not start it, but there are certain decks Reckless Charge is very good against.
I'm really. I've only played it once, and I only played it in blue-red as a combo with the Minotaur. I'm not sure when I'm supposed to be playing that
card. The person I sided it in against had 2 Dead of Winters, so it was very clear that Reckless Charge was just going to be great.
Got it.
And it was specifically 2 Dead of Winters. Like, I didn't just see 1. They cast 2, and then they eventually lost to my, like, 3rd wave of creatures, which is kind of insane if you think about it.
Wow. Oh, wait. We already have a quick book. I like the first shenanigans.
Oh, just for, like, Black-Red Sword?
Well, yeah. Sword and the Codex, some of them lean pretty hard on their artifacts to have functional mana.
This is not a great pack.
It's okay. 3rd Hollow Head Sliver, get in there.
Yeah. I think I'm going to start the first sphere. This is also... I'm going to take Future Goblin, but... Yeah. Other people are getting much better cards in this pack. But that's okay. Future Goblin's very good in our deck, too, so...
Yeah.
Like, how many Future Goblins we'd play? Probably, like, 5.
Yep.
Well, this is a bad pack.
Well, enter Extinction.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to start it, but it's a good board card for sure. Actually, I might start it. You always start it?
Well, we have like 3 munitions experts. Slinging definitely would have made this deck like... But I like the 6 Ninja of the New Moon.
Yeah. Just having a Lava Axe is valuable. I think I'm probably going to start this.
Just 4 mana murder your opponent.
Yeah, it's a 4 mana Lava Axe instead of a 5 mana Lava Axe, which is just nice.
But you can Lava Axe them again next turn. That's
right.
Great.
So this is one of the Black-Red decks you can draft. There's actually like multiple Black-Red decks you can draft in the format, which is kind of crazy.
I think there's 2.
You're thinking of Sacrifice?
Yeah, there's like sacrifice in this.
I've also drafted weird mid-rangey black red with
Like a bunch
the
of
spine rock idiot and these and fists and what's the other card that it had? I don't remember. There was one other card. It was basically a blue red style black red deck, if that makes sense.
yeah,
It definitely had two
like
of these.
just like a blue red deck with black removal spells or something.
Hmm. Is this good in my deck?
You only have two changelings.
Yeah, but the thing is, it always pumps itself too, so it's kind of like
Yeah, which is solid.
I'm deciding between these two. Which would you take, though?
That's really interesting. I actually would take the undead augur.
I think that's like the worst card for my deck out of those three, actually.
Well, you have Putrid Goblin as a plus, and then you also have two rank officers.
Um, it's gonna be really hard to cast, though.
The vampire is also really hard to cast.
Yeah, but it.
You have enough energy.
All right, I'll take the undead augur. I think you're actually right this time, and most of the times it's.
I've been repeatedly right a lot in this stream so
Sure,
far.
that's fair. You've probably been more right than Ari has been.
I played a shitload of this.
So did I, but not as much as you, I think.
In the summer, you probably had me beat, but definitely in the past week, I'm pretty sure I have most people beat.
It's a really late Thundering Gin, but we can't take it. Oh.
Ooh, baby.
Probably just try to Lava Axe them again.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut this Igneous Elemental, I think, from my deck.
Yeah, agreed.
Unearth for the board. Or maybe I just started, actually.
I like starting it.
I'm going to
Yeah.
put this in my sideboard.
And what else is that the white cards uh, were very not open in this pack. It's even obvious because we passed two battle screeches in the last pack.
Yeah. How did Thien become trophy leader? He played very well a lot. I mean, what? I don't understand how to answer that question. Although Amaz.
Draft Black Ninjas 4 days ago.
Oh, all right. I'll take my like 7 cents.
57.
All right. Well, this is a deck full of cards. I probably will cut the second rank officer, actually. Don't think I need two of that. Yeah. Maybe need to pillage some jerk.
Yeah.
This is a great deck. Probably
I feel
9-8.
good about it.
9-8.
Yeah.
Should you bring in all surgical extraction versus cephalid breakfast, or just one because they bring in just one? I think. How many hours did you play per day? Zach wants to know.
14? No, probably over the weekend. It was definitely like 17 or 18.
Wow. You
But
didn't sleep very much.
I had a meeting. It was fortunate that work was fairly slow in the past week.
Sure.
So I would do a few hours during work.
Should I play all these whole hit slivers? All three?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I think that's probably right. I'm actually more mid-rangey than aggro-y, right?
Yeah.
But I can sneak in some 6-pointers.
Exactly. Like I think Hollow Head Sliver is insane.
So for what's worth, Rank Officer is actually pretty good in this version of the deck as well, I think. Because I'm going to be doing a lot of sifting through my deck.
Yeah.
Right. I think this is a fairly easy build. Wow, Moto just no. We're just definitely 9-8, right? Maybe
Yeah.
No, these are single black technically, right?
Yeah. I definitely want 9-8.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. Maybe we'll do this again the next time it comes up on Magic Online, which I think will actually happen again if I had to predict.
Yep, agreed.
All right, and I will let you get back to the trophy hunt chase.
All
So
right, take it easy.
everyone
Thanks,
thinks.
man.
Yep, I'll see you.
Yeah.
All right. Or one MH2 releases. Yep, that is certainly a possibility. Did I hit save deck? Oh, I did. All right. I think I'm actually going to go as well now, but because I have a slight headache, not sure why. Probably dehydrated, to be fair. Let's see who else is hanging around. What's Rich playing? Something interesting? Oh, Rich is playing Vintage. Yeah, it's over for now. I'll be back. I'm not sure when. I'll probably tweet something out, but I'll send you all to Rich. He's playing some Vintage, and that should be sweet.